Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just act Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost enough to
Marlonisms, and they like use it for the show, cause on the show he a nigga that went viral because of some antics, some crazy antics on YouTube or some shit. So he's always trying to do some shit. So it's like all his crazy shit, you like, oh, because he one of them niggas. And every now and then he bring it back to the drama when it's needed for the show. My only thing is, he bit Martin on the slick. like, son,
don't tell me that. Like, he's the crazy nigga and like...
Son, the theme song is Molly, 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 Molly. Molly, 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 Molly. I'm not playing with you, son. The theme song is his name.
What? Are you serious?
I was like, bitch.
Molly!
Welcome to the Marlon Wayne. You know, parenting is a delicate balance. Because if you don't go far enough, you wind up with those spoiled kids that turn into crappy adults. They show up to work, and the boss is like, why are you so late? Because I needed some me time. But if you go too far, you wind up with those tiger mom kids, you know, the ones that can play cello like Yo-Yo Mom, and then one day they snap, and they kick Yo-Yo ass. Shit like dog.
He took Martin's theme song. Pause. Okay, not only did he take Marlon's theme song, right? You see that chick in the purple? Yeah. That's his Pam. That's his ex-wife. Because the one thing that's cool to do is different is him and Essence Atkins are they're divorced.
Yeah, but they live.
But they partners though. They don't live together.
They co-parenting together.
They co-parenting. They cool. They don't even be beefing. But I like how they break down that they both still got lingering feelings. They ain't fully worked out, but they're not. It's interesting how they play the relationship. But her friend is her. That's his Pam. They always getting into it. His partner is Tommy and Cole put together. Instead of he ain't got no job, he in school right now, but he always saying different majors.
Are you serious?
No,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Son. So like,
too close.
On the first episode, I was like, bro, Marlon, for real.
Too close,
but I got to like the 5th episode, and like, no, it gets his own identity. Just them three were just a little too.
That's too close.
It was too close.
Like that's the show,
nigga.
Right, nigga.
Instead of a radio personality, you're a YouTube personality, like bitch.
Like, come on, dog.
You ain't fucking slick, man.
Marlon and like, dog, like.
Molly.
The song is always like, come on, Marlon, dog.
Molly. I'm like, are you kidding me, dog?
Originality, dog. I would say it 1,000 times.
And you already know they got some little kid named Marlon out there right now who kids is fucking with it because I was Martin. And every time I was growing up, Martin used to sing Martin to me all the time. It used to bother me. But I'm like, dog, they gonna do that to this little man. But at the end of the day, us as old heads, no way, hold up, son. It's like it's one thing, everybody bite B, everything get recycled. But when it get recycled in your timeline and you still young, it's like,
say son, if Pepsi got recycled by Coca-Cola, they'd be like, all right, this is new Pepsi with the Coca-Cola look. I'd be like, no.
Oh, if you need if the Pepsi can turn red and white, that'd be so fucking crazy.
Like
like, what the fuck?
God. Really, guys? Okay.
For real. So what I'm looking at?
Twitter, she talking about how the references of Marlon and Martin.
Have y'all seen the new Marlon Wayans show? It remind me of Martin. They really got a show called Marlon. It's the same story as Martin. At NBC, Marlon became one of the funniest shows since Martin and the Jamie Foxx show. Hey, Dallas, we're fixing to deliver all your faves. Okay, they not talking about that shit. But like, yeah, so I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Because I'm like, wait.
Like, the only thing I can really different is that he got fucking kids in his shit.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
I said that too.
He got
like,
kids.
But like that's like saying
is that
like,
they had kids?
Yeah, like that's like what they be saying, dog.
So it's like
their buns have sesame seeds. Our buns have no seeds.
That's what
It's the exact same fucking shit.
And instead of a boyfriend and girlfriend has to work towards marriage, we're divorcees that's gonna probably work back towards being together to a point.
Them adding kids in it, breaking to what somebody put right here. Yo, the Marlon show is too funny, but it's like I'm watching Martin all over again. But yet my wife and kids. So I'm like, y'all, it's a bit of both.
Put them both together.
Yeah, both of Martin and my wife and kids.
But I'll give him that because that's his family.
Right,
You can do that. That family, your brother. Because one of the other relatives produces this show. One like it's something Wayans. So they keep it all. It's not even one of the ones we know. When it's like Cherokee Wayans or some shit. They got some weird ass names. So I'm like, oh shit.
But they don't keep that in the family, dog. The one thing about the Marlons are like Jewish. They keep it in the family, dog. They keep that shit in the fam.
But it's enjoyable. Like I like it because I went in there with the harsh. Because I ain't gonna lie, one of my friends said the same thing I'm about to say to you, but I had the same experience. Nigga was like, "Bro, I ain't gonna front, dog. I watched it trying to rip it, dog. I was ready just to hate it, so I could just tell everybody that shit corny, nigga." Then I got to episode 10. Next thing I found out, I'm in episode 10, and I'm laughing at it despite myself. I was like, it's the same shit happened to me. I watched episode 1. I had the first few niggas like, fine, whatever. You caught me sleeping. Yeah. But then I watched like, damn, this show good. Like it's a good little show, and we don't have sitcoms no more. So it's kind of a throwback. That's what it feels like. One of them, like Martin is really like the new Martin, but it's actually funny. It's not as funny as Martin, but I'm gonna say yet because you never know where it could go.
Yeah. I think the problem that I had with Marlon for me to give any of his future endeavors a try is that because he had became a caricature of himself.
He did, but now he knows how to make money off that caricature because he's still using his bullshit on this show. It's everybody else is like, fuck this nigga on today.
The Wayans brothers, he did it perfect. Like I feel like in that show, the Wayans brothers, Marlon did his caricature
he grew into that. Though, because he was goofy with the hair, and then at a point he like got smooth with his acting and everything else. It's like when he cut his hair, he learned how to act better. Because for real, like he had all kind of layers when he kind of switched over. It still was funny back in the day, but it was funny and smart when he cut their hair.
When they show it. Actually, when both cut their hair. You're right. They both cut their hair. And Marlon, he has a real career now because he becomes an actor.
Mm-hmm. He has a goal. He has something to do. He ain't just the funny.
The funny lame brother.
The clown. But like, but on here, he is a clown, but he knows once again when to bring the drama. Like there's this one episode where they play on, he just tripping, and then like he's Essence his ex-wife, like, bro, what the fuck is really going on? And then like he just break down. He like, bro, this is what's going on.
Marlon definitely got drama. Have y'all seen Requiem for a Dream?
No, that's I just put up a post recently. Like I was wondering on my post, why didn't he lean into his drama more? Because he was so good at it.
Yeah,
and everybody like we always because like he was great at drama. And that was a question I posed. Like I never really over the course of his career, he didn't do that much drama, even though he was great. He did like 3 movies with drama, and he kept leaning into the comedy. And I'm like, dog, you probably would have got paid.
Or like maybe he just kind of had that stigma as far as casting. It's like, it's Marlon Wayans. Just,
I think there might have been a stigma on top of he's in the Wayans family, so he probably wanted to ascend the comedic ladder because that's what his family do.
Right.
When, nigga, you got a whole drama career that you could do something they never did.
Right.
You know?
That's true. That's 100% true. I don't think I ever seen any of them.
Damon came close with My Wife and Kids because he played the straight man.
And more money.
Yeah, but the majority of his career is known for
comedy
and character work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Comedic character work, Damon.
Sean's a sex appeal.
He tried to be funny, but he was never as funny as the rest of them.
Only time he was ever funny is when he went on his own sex appeal and had like made fun of that shit. That shit used to be funny.
What else other than Scary Movie was he funny in?
We had moments on the show.
Moments on the show. Funny.
Keenan Ivory could do both, but he wanted to do the background. You know what I mean? He wanted to write, he wanted to produce, he wanted to direct.
Keenan Ivory
Keenan Ivory could have did drama because there's a moment. Yeah, really. He was the most talented all around of them when it comes down to it. He might not be as talented dramatically as Marlon, but Marlon can't do what he do.
He universal.
He can do what they all do.
He's solid. He can do everything. And the things he can't do, they can't do. I'm pretty sure.
Whose son is that's coming up? I haven't been paying attention.
It could be Damon or Keenan's son.
Whoever that son. No, it's Damon's son. It's Damon Wayans Jr. That's his name.
Okay. The one that looked just like him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had that movie, and he looked like he did his thing. I didn't see the movie. It was like Let's Be Cops. That was the one.
Yeah. He was funny as that. He actually, honestly, a lot of things he's funny in because he's also funny in the other guys with Will Ferrell.
Didn't see that.
And Mark, you didn't see that one?
I've not seen any of his work. That's what I'm asking.
No, he's funny. He's funny. I think that he got into a TV show that I forgot which one it was. One of them. I think it was one of the TV shows he got into that it wouldn't work for him because they were trying to recreate another movie into a show. I can't even remember what show it was, but I remember it just didn't work for him. I saw an episode of it. I was like, it's not working for me.
I mean, Damon Wayans is in a movie that turned the show Lethal Weapon. That's very successful right now.
Yeah, that is, but that's because they flipped it, how they did the Lethal Weapon from how they did Rush Hour. But Rush Hour, they tried to play too much
That's what it was. Rush Hour was horrible.
Rush Hour was horrible,
and it freaking flopped.
Because they played too much on the characters of what they was instead of letting them be a whole new character with the same name.
Just kept the soul of those characters and let them do their own thing. Because Damon is not Danny Glover.
Right. And your boy's now, what you call him? The only thing that's the same about Mel Gibson's character and the dude who's playing it now is that they're wild guys.
Well, I guess he is just like Mel Gibson because he got cut for being too crazy behind the scenes.
Yeah, I heard that.
So Stifler took his character. Basically, Stifler is on there, gonna be on a new season.
Damn.
Not playing the same character. They're gonna write out that character. They probably gonna say he did some crazy shit. Who knows? And they're gonna have Stifler be a new recruit or something that's gonna work with Damon, and that's how they're gonna work.
But the problem we go back to Damon Wayans' son. The problem with Damon Wayans' son is that he looks too much like fucking Damon Wayans.
No, now there's a
problem. And like it is because the thing is, Damon Wayans is set this such a high level of funny that like even if you like if your comedy sometimes could look like you leaning towards like your daddy, so it doesn't really it looks it just right. It's like it is.
I don't think it's a problem just because of I'm like
you got like your comedy got to go to the whole other left than your daddy's for you to like really push out.
But what I'm saying is the people watching him don't know his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like looking at who's buying them Jay-Z and Beyonce tickets. Is the same people that's buying XXXTentacion tickets, or is it we like with Charlamagne call it adult contemporary hip hop crowd? So like as you say, when you get a little older, it's the adult contemporary hip hop. You feel me?
So
versus the hip hop metal. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if he, because once again, the motherfuckers that's big fans of the XXX cat, they don't know Pac.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They don't care about Pac. They care about XXX.
They probably don't even know they're related.
So like, cause I was listening, like I said, Charlamagne and them was talking about it, and someone else was talking about it, and he said a really interesting thing about how like. A lot of older heads been looking at the Tekashi 6ix9ines, all the niggas that's be wilding and tripping and saying reckless shit on the internet and been trying to binge. All of them said like, y'all need to calm this shit down. Y'all need to calm this shit down because they remember a time when niggas was getting murked. You hear me? And rappers was getting touched. But in this new generation, up until this point, they ain't got to see none of these motherfucking heroes get touched, get murked. Maybe somebody might get embarrassed. Maybe somebody might get snuck. But it's never really
get posted. You really wouldn't see it posted nowhere.
Right. You just hear a nigga got his chain snatched.
If they caught video, that was rare as shit.
Right.
And it probably wouldn't be on the news per se. You might have had to catch that bit on one of them.
Or the bootleg DVDs that they having like niggas safe for famous niggas getting snuck.com and shit.
And when you look at it, Tupac and Biggie were bigger stars than XXX even got a chance to be. XXX is big with the younger crowd, but at the point in life when Tupac was in movies. Fucking music. He was just
political voice.
He was presenting awards at the Grammys and Oscars. Like dog, Tupac was somebody that you wouldn't think could get touched. That's what made it even more hurtful.
Right.
Like, whoa.
He was hanging out with what's her name? Will Smith's wife and shit.
I mean, he was hanging out with us since he was little. But at that point, he hanging out with niggas like Pacino and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think, like, dude, so their generation, like you said, their generation a lot of times we clowning Biggie and Pac and we looking at them like they crazy and shit. But they never had that thinking that could happen or thinking that violence could happen. People
they don't think about consequences.
Exactly.
Like a lot of this shit that they do on the fucking social media platforms have very little consequences to them, like physical ones. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get a little bit of public shame that'll kind of wash over after a point, but generally for shit that you say online that's like sideways, you're not getting physically checked on that shit. And I think that's a fucking problem with these fucking kids.
When niggas first online beefing, they was getting checked, boy. Like,
what?
You said one small thing online, they was coming at your front door.
Yeah.
But well, before we even get too deep into this, let's get into the show, and then we're going to come back to what we're talking about. So welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast, episode 55, side B.
Hey, kids.
What's jam? This that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell out Mr. Outer, you ain't gonna find me. And as usual, side B, I'm here with my brothers.
Live from the depths of another round. It's your boy D-Mac. Fuck with me on Instagram at FrenchBread.kid and check out my brand at YADIG with dots in between. You dig. And we got some more people.
Passe wine. It's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines, Instagram Alexander the 8-3, and for side B, we in this bitch.
You heard me?
Yeah. What's down, beautiful people? This your boy DeuceThePoet, Deuce the Truth, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. You can follow me on Instagram at Deuce the Truth. Everything is spelled right. Put the E before the U.
And what's your name on Twitter?
Name on Twitter is DeuceThePoet. Put the E before the U. And spell
What's your other name on Twitter?
Oh, the other name is Tu Madre.
Yeah.
So AlphaJoe tried to steal your shit a couple episodes ago.
No, I didn't. He's making bitches. No, I didn't. There's no deception.
Let's have some discourse.
Joe knew I was doing it.
No.
As soon as I said what's your name on Twitter, Joe looked at me.
I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Right.
I was like, how dare he?
That's a tender.
That was 2 episodes ago.
I felt your whole mood, Joe. Because when I said the first time, Joe let it be innocent. Then I said the second time, Joe looked at me like, this nigga about to do that.
So you gonna push this, huh, bitch? You gonna push that? Yeah. You gonna bring the hoe out, right? You gonna bring the bitch out of nigga. All right. Yes, I said it. I wasn't trying to steal it, but yes, I fucking said it. All right.
It was too specific.
Oh, man. He says AlphaJoe, a.k.a. Tu Madre.
I said,
that boy didn't check them. Did check them for you, Deuce.
Said, that is Deuce's name.
Oh, the treachery.
The treachery. That's treachery.
I'm about to learn how to say you more in French now. Fuck it. I'm gonna be like, Joseph Ponce, I don't even know.
You say mother in French, Joe?
Dumas.
Try to take this man concept instead of his words, then is what you saying.
I mean, fucking right, because your moment is definitely not something that Deuce on.
It's mare, nigga. You don't know French? You from New Orleans?
Oh.
My mare.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So, all right, you know a colonizer's language. Okay.
You see, colonizer's language.
Fucking zing.
So yeah, man, we're on episode. Well, yeah, he did take your name, Deuce. But I'm gonna say this on some real shit. I listened to the episode back. I listened to the episode back. You could tell in the way he phrased it, he wasn't trying to bite you, but
it kind of flew out.
But just when you say Tu Madre, if nigga been following Deuce for all the years on Twitter, it's just it never changed. It's like it was because I remember it was like a joke at one point because everybody was saying that shit was a joke, but you kept it. Like you never changed it.
It's on PlayStation 2. When I'm on Fortnite, that bitch, you got shot by Tu Madre.
Your mom shot you. So yeah, y'all. So for episode 55 side B, man, we always start with the ETOUFEE of the day. When we get to some topics, man, we started a little bit of it at the top of the show, but I'm gonna wait till we get to that. Get into that. After that.
And then we have the phone.
We gotta let y'all in a couple of everybody
got phones
right now. So first,
Hotline Bling.
So first off, shouts out to all the podcasts out there, like the Your 30 podcast.
What's damn?
Just did a review with them on their feed for Superfly. If you want to hear what we think about that, go check out their joint. We went in. After that, we're going to holler at We'll Figure This Out with Jay Skills and the Wonder Rhymer, the Misbelief Radio Show podcast with DC Paul, the Brooklyn Ladies of Therapy Noir, the Mad Hand of God podcast, the Black Guys Next Door podcast, the Brains to Books podcast, or Books to Bills podcast. I need to look at my phone right now to figure out what that is. The Hip Hop Nerd podcast.
Fuck what you heard.
Fuck What You Heard podcast. Through the Hallway podcast, if still handling up. And
then we got DC's brother Curtis just dropped the podcast No Dope on Sundays.
No Dope on Sundays. And I think that's all the people nigga be shouting out.
Right now.
I'm gonna get the name.
I feel like there's a few more that I've been hit with, but there's so many coming these days.
I was just forgetting, but it's fine, man. Check all them out and come back and find and check with us. You feel me? So let me think. Did Your 30? Did they respond to the challenge?
About I don't know.
I don't think so. No, they didn't. Yeah,
we did stir that ass up last time.
Yeah. They didn't send us anybody. Nope. So anyway, so yeah. So without further ado,
they said they put in a drink, no response.
oh no,
you get flamed up and then you don't respond.
Without further ado, let's get into that ETOUFEE, man.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm
so yeah, man. So as we was talking about earlier about we live in a generation that have no consequences, and they feel like they can say anything. Because it was funny, man. Like as everybody knows at this point, it's been a huge topic of discussion. Not the hugest, but one of the big topics of discussion this past week. The rapper XXXTentacion just was killed, broad day. Trippy shit, you know what I'm saying? And he was, a very controversial figure, definitely so. He has just as many lovers as he does haters for a myriad of reasons. Some of it was being one of those young cats talking shit on the internet. Some of those reasons was domestic abuse charges. Like, if you read down the breakdown of what his ex-girlfriend / baby mama, whoever was breaking down that dude was doing to her, he was legitimately terrorizing, allegedly, legitimately can you be alleged and legitimate? I don't know. Allegedly terrorizing.
Legitimately, allegedly.
I don't think you can do that.
Dude, terrorizing the piss out this woman.
His fan too, apparently.
He attacked some fan. He
beat this dude up in prison because he was gay.
Yeah, he freaking raped somebody with a fork. It was like, dog. If you think this motherfucker trash, if you don't fuck with this dude, if you never liked him while he was living because of those things, I'm not gonna hate on you. But then on the other side of the coin, man, like later on, he they had all this talk about he was turning over a new leaf. If you find these videos, he's talking more positively, he's talking about life. They got all these fans before he died. Not saying this since his death. Before he died, just thanking him because like your music and your words and this and that helped me from like killing myself, and you're so inspirational. And I'm It's like one of those things where it's like reminding me of a quasi-Pac thing, like nowhere near as big as Pac, you feel me? But like we talking about a controversial figure with merit on both sides of the negative and positive fence get taken away too soon before you know what could really happen potential-wise, because it's a trippy thing in the context of he was 20 and he was a fresh 20. He made 20 like in January, February, top of the year.
Like that.
The top of the year he made 20. So a lot of his crazy antics and fucked up shit was when he was 18 and 19 years old. So like I've often said this, okay, I can judge R. Kelly, he 50 still doing fucked up shit. You hear me? But when you look at goddamn, a kid at 18 and 19 not discrediting none of the shit, it's just harder for me to be like, fuck that little nigga, because I still see a little dead black boy taken too soon before we can see what he may have become on some level. At the same, but I can't
feel mad that some people feel like he's a dead piece of shit.
I won't.
Shit was egregious.
I won't take away anybody's anger at him. My only issue and the only opinion I got on it in that level, in that vein, it's two things, two parts. And it's this. One of them is my nigga, if you didn't give a fuck about him or didn't have him on your radar beforehand, and now all of a sudden you just trying to jump on the bandwagon and hate it just because people hating, fuck you. Yeah. Secondly, I cannot, after a motherfucker is dead, I'm not even a person for the death penalty. So as a motherfucker that I can't say especially about an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old motherfucker, thank God he's dead. Piece of shit is dead. Like, dog, you celebrate a nigga death like the day that he's dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like that just sits weird with me. You feel me? Other than that, hey, keep your same energy whichever side of the field you was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and I can't pretend like I was some huge XXX fan. Like I would hear his name.
I wonder if there's some bias in us because he's black and a young man that we feel, because I feel like the actions he's done, we spoke on his podcast so hard against, that if he done some shit like that, we should. I feel like part of me feel like responsible to wash this nigga away.
I've never wished death on any of them. Like old girl Bianca, what's her last name from Dillard with the glasses. You know what I'm talking about?
She goes by Nicole. I think it is Bianca.
Not Sipling. She young. I might be saying Brianna. No, it's name Bianca. She got glasses. She like
I know you talking
cute
about.
Nerd chick.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
like
about.
she said it the realest. She had a status when she was like I would rather him like just go to jail and pay than die. And that's why I'm at with it. If you did all that shit You deserve punishment. Go your ass to jail, rot for a bit. You hear me? But I don't wish death on the motherfucker. And I'm not gonna be out here parading a t-shirt saying like, yeah, he did the day the 20-year-old boy died. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Because you're right. I'm not giving no love to a motherfucker if he did that, if he beat the shit out that girl, if he raped motherfuckers with forks. Nigga, you need to be punished. Even if you turning over a new leaf, turn over that new leaf behind bars, nigga. You
turn over that ass.
You heard me for a little while. And when you get out, all that shit washed, and we'll see what you do.
And that's true. You're right, because there are people.
Rappers have done it.
There have been people throughout time who have made mistakes and paid the price, and only paid the price. Went out and went everything against that mistake. Been like a poster child of what not to do.
That's what we talking about with Tuki. How we were saying, man, damn, dog, y'all killed that man who was doing way more influential shit. You hear me? In jail than he did, even though he killed them 2 people. You feel me? Even that is bad, but he's already serving his time behind bars for life. I mean, fuck.
That nigga said Gucci, man. Gucci man did turn over a new leaf though.
He did.
And he killed 2 niggas.
Gucci turned over such a new leaf. Niggas thought he was a clone. They rather believe he was a clone than to think my nigga could become a new person and change.
No, that's how deep they thought the gunman cloned this man.
Look how deep that is.
Because we don't live in a world that wants that accepts change much from people. We don't forgive
if that was possible.
We don't. What? That
goes
weird.
Yeah, and it's not, that, you know what I mean? Look how far we've come for people to think that is even a thing that could actually happen. Like, you know,
before natural human evolution and growth.
Right.
Damn. We cynical as shit.
You can make a better version of a nigga.
Right.
Before he can change himself.
Son, and it's
hate this fucking planet sometimes, dog. Where we live.
I think you said he can make a better version of a nigga before he can actually really be better.
And then grow the whole motherfucker and everything. Like, made a whole adult. Didn't even make a Gucci baby clone. Made a whole adult.
With all that nigga
with all his memories.
Mannerisms, rap lyrics.
Raps. But yeah, it's a trippy thing when you look at that celebrity angle of it. Like we always say, the cult of celebrity oftentimes gives bias, and we let celebrity motherfuckers get away with all kind of shit. A lot of niggas don't even serve time for real how they should for the things that they've done.
They shouldn't.
And what's another trippy thing is, there's a lot of shit that we don't see or that we don't know about motherfuckers, and it make you wonder. Like, okay, you know, a lot of y'all make these mistakes for us to see, and y'all out and about it. But you know what I mean? A lot of times we worship cats that behind closed doors could have been
some fucked up shit.
Rapists, abusing, all kinds of shit. They just didn't get caught.
I mean, that's the biggest thing with R. Kelly for me.
James Brown beat women.
Nobody said shit about that.
Hey!
I mean, there's a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas.
Shit, but they're not pulling this music down. And and the same thing about
culture does change, but it's interesting.
I mean, if you go back to all them singers in the 60s and 70s, not all of them, but for the majority of them niggas, they were all slapping women on that cocaine and shit.
We had a lot of problematic folk if you go back in the day. It was a problematic time.
Oh, yeah.
But even today, you know, we still have the celeb worship. Niggas really don't go to jail for shit like, you know, for when they got enough money to pay the right lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But in this kid's case, like, I don't think I've ever seen nothing like this before. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I think I could see, you know, the Pac comparisons to a certain level because, you know what I mean, and forgive me if I've said this already because we have to, you know, redo this shit again because the thing died. But I could see the Pac comparison on the level of he's not as big as Pac. No, you know, it's not that same gravitas. But it's like, you know what I mean, Pac had, you know, his lovers, he had his haters, he was a controversial figure. This guy has like this extremeness of this positive, his diehard fans that ride with him, and they got these people with very good righteous reason, you know what I mean, who hate him for all the things that he's done. You feel me? And it's a trippy thing.
It's a case of bipolarity, it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, we trying to, as fans, trying to decide, do we like his good side or his bad side, and accept the fact that this nigga got an issue. You know,
it's not even as fans, it's as people.
As people.
Like, the people are trying to, like, it's a weird, because on one end, it's like, if you look at Mike Brown's a problematic dude. You know what I'm saying?
He stole some gauze. They don't mean he deserve to get shot. Exactly. But he stole some gauze.
That's what I'm saying. And, you know, it's still like, you know, the potential angle of, like, what you could, like, you're fucking 20. You know what I mean? Like, and if, like, I think you were saying this earlier, dudes, you didn't listen to his music. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we vibed to some of it earlier. And, you know, he was a talented cat. Like,
he got some songs I like. You know, he did a song with Kodak.
This nigga will always bring Kodak into
every part.
Something about Kodak. This nigga love him.
Welcome to Fly with Kodak. This your boy.
Might as well be.
You know, Kodak actually changed his name.
You know what I mean?
But we ain't gonna talk about that. But the fact that XXXTentacion Like his music, we've heard some of his stuff. I heard a little bit more than I like. I heard him a lot more in a couple of years ago. But the thing is, besides him not being my interest of rap that I like, some of the things he was saying was dark as fuck too on it, and even in his lyrics. So I was like, it's like that. I was like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm just tired of listening to shit. That like dog. And like nigga, you gonna do what to what? And how you gonna do it with who?
And some of it was just emotional. I mean, one thing, like, cause
and that's music's funny like that.
I got introduced to him because like I see his name, and it's a weird name. They didn't know how to fucking pronounce it for the longest.
I still don't know how to say it.
And like he was brought up with the same crop of these shit, talking YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? And I just grouped them as all these same lil niggas, all the lils. He wanted lils. You know what I mean? With the crazy head, they all sounding and good. This whatever, mumble rap, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, but somebody told, but like then once again, they had all this shit about the domestic charges, and I didn't even know until he died how deep those domestic charges went. You know what I mean? I just heard he beat his ex. I didn't know it was all that crazy shit.
Beat him blind and shit.
And then then somebody else. Then I heard about the video that went viral, and it was like so crazy it got banned, and then all this other shit about him, like all this like energy around this cat for a second, and to the degree Tekashi took a lot of that negative energy and he just got crazier. But all this energy was surrounding this cat. But one thing I remember a dude telling me, a DJ friend of mine was like, but like, dude, this dude kind of like, he talented though. Like, he kind of different from the rest of them. And I was like, I was like, what you mean? He's like, my nigga's like, go listen to his music, son, because he a little different from the rest of them.
I said that to you before he died as well. I told you about that because I talked about the nigga name and shit because like I said, it's kind of hard to pronounce so I can really understand.
I do not remember talking to you about him.
Well, I remember I definitely told you that I was like, no, the nigga, like, I don't really listen to his music, but they say, like, he ain't no mumble rapper.
I don't remember.
I'm about to tell somebody else.
Nah, because I
definitely always felt it about him. Like, I wasn't a fan, but I didn't say he was a mumble rapper like Lil Pump or somebody like that. Smoke Perp.
It was a DJ friend of mine was like, man, look, man, give it a shot. Like, and I was like, all right, and I didn't. I didn't. It was one of those things that was on my to-do list kind of. But then when you hear all that crazy egregious shit about him, it did make me go on and run fast to do it. Then you hear his shit was so bad, Spotify wanted to fucking delete them from their whole roster.
I heard they did for a while.
And then Kendrick was like, no, bro, I'm going to take my shit off there. Don't do that. That ain't fair. And he put his stuff back on. And now with him being dead, oh my God, the streams are ridiculous.
Of course they're ridiculous.
Ridiculous, you heard me?
Once you die, you're more famous ever than when you live.
Yeah, so I'm not going to sit up here like I was this huge fan because honestly, it was the reason, like you spoke about how like a lot of times we'll write off these type of niggas that do this raping and this beating and all this shit. But once again, I never want these people to die. Like, you know what I mean? Just go pay for your fucking shit. You hear me? Go rock.
But who's to say that death isn't the pay?
I don't agree with that because I don't see no suffering in that.
That's not.
That's peace. That's the easy way out. You hear me? You're not suffering. You just dead. We don't. You know what I mean? Like no.
I want a choice to make for that.
I don't think human beings have the wherewithal to dictate in the first place who gets to live and fucking die.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. And then you toss on top of it, how do I know you're being punished?
Right. There's
no way for me to quantify your punishment in death. I know if you sit in that cell getting raped by Leroy that you're getting what you're supposed to get.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Who knows?
Because saying death is a punishment assumes a lot of things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you are.
Right. You might want to die.
What culture you was fucking raised in.
Well, this is also true, but it also goes deeper into he also was a very problematic dude.
Mm-hmm.
So who also knows whose sister he could have ran into on tour or whatever. I don't even know. I think dude was from Florida?
He from Florida.
Yeah. I'm like, if he the cat that triggers you, bro, I ain't gonna hit on you for being triggered.
That's another thing too, though. That out of all places that he has beef with on the third, he got caught at home.
He didn't even die because of his transgressions. And that's another kick about too. We don't know all the specifics, but from what they're saying so far, from what we specifically know so far. Like, I mean, he died on some nigga just ran up on him on some trying to get you shit. You know what I mean? Not like somebody's not like his ex-girlfriend's brother said, nigga, you been beating on my sister, boo boo boo. Or not like, you know what I mean? It wasn't not even the niggas he was beefing with.
Sounds like a hit to me.
That's what I first said when I first heard it. But if I kept it on freaking just
kept it what is on paper.
If it's just on paper, that make it even more Let's make it more trippy that out of all the ways for you to die, you didn't even die off of your specific bullshit. You died maybe on the greater, the macro of shit, you know?
Right. You could specify on how a spirituality of the way you're supposed to die from the macroness of it. But
I think a fucking hit is definitely within the realm of
I want to tell you what the young when it comes to a hit, the young
niggas definitely.
I was just saying, I think a hit is definitely like in my top
5 choices.
Theories. Yeah.
Maybe top 2.
No. Maybe top 3.
It's in my top 2, and that's because the young folks, who I love to get information for the young folks. They love, and they very involved with this character, with this person, XXX. So they apparently got a whole bunch of scoop, and I ain't gonna say it's true, but the conspiracy tea is.
I mean, some of them think he alive. Like we seen some Tupac shit. Like, dog.
Yeah, because y'all, let me ask y'all something. I thought it was very odd how right before he died, he was talking about dying a lot.
I'm like, no, that's so correct.
Nah,
That's him. That's the thing.
That was his thing.
And that's why people are saying that he might have power to turn that shit on. Part of his kick was like, just like Pac, just like Biggie, all they ready to die, all they die, death shit.
Okay,
he
so
spoke of that a lot.
So Slim did that shit?
Yeah, that's why the irony of that last video is so potent, because it's like, damn, dog, you just were saying if I was to die right now, I want to be a sacrifice. No, dog, that's just how life goes. I won't call it odd. I'm calling that the
irony.
Universe, nigga. That's irony. That's what happens.
That
boy Snoop Dogg said he stopped rapping about death when he realized, because like he said when he made that song, murder was the case that they gave me. He ain't never had a murder charge before that. When we started talking about murder charges, he got him. And he said when I looked around at all the motherfuckers I know that rapped about death, they all dead. So he said, I ain't about to rap about that shit no more, son. Like, your tongue.
I know damn near everybody on death row dead that didn't leave.
Dude, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing.
But, the conspiracy tea I have from the young folk is that it was XXX uncle who set him up. Because apparently from the way the angles were shot to the car. You know what I'm saying? Like he got shot from the front, but the niggas apparently supposedly rode up on him from the side. But he got shot from the front.
He a crime scene analysis now.
And his uncle dipped out, you know what I'm saying? Dungle dipped out the car, untouched. So I don't know. That's just the conspiracy tea from the young folk.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
I've also seen that he's also faked his own death before.
Really?
Wow.
I'm not sure how true that is, but the fact that it could even come up to me is still wow.
I mean, he was one of those cats.
He was on some shit beyond.
Because he was one of them cats that used to be talking about that death shit, used to be talking about that life shit.
He grew up kind of fucked up.
If he did fake it on this case, he's going to lose a lot of fans.
No. His body is dead on Facebook, bro.
Okay.
Like, that's the fucked up thing about this generation, son. Like, dog,
wait a minute now. Like, let's not chalk it up to it's possibly, mostly true because it's on Facebook. Because there's a lot of fake shit on Facebook.
No, nigga, no.
I do see what you're saying.
No, I'm not. No. You can go find this. This is a vibe. He saw it. They showed him dead.
Ain't no blood.
They showed him dead.
It's sus, is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, it's the internet.
No, but I understand it's the internet, but what I'm saying is that was part of the whole.
It's almost like
that was part of the whole hype of him dying, was people being mad about that specifically. That like moments after his death, it was already on the internet on somebody live. That was one of the people like problems, you know? Not more like people's problems with the shit. I was like, damn, nigga, already. So I'm not saying like that's not just like saying random. Oh, this thing's on Facebook. No, nigga, it was a news story because of this shit. You know what I mean? That's pretty authentic.
I'm gonna roll with it. That the fact he's such a master of fake of his death that if it is a fake, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the conspiracy and say it could be sus. I like until they put that nigga in the ground and I see the casket drop closed.
No, they already did the autopsy. This boy's dead, man. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? So he faked his body. He got a clone like Gucci.
I don't know. I just know there's some other niggas out there with false autopsies too.
There are police reports.
Oh yeah, police reports. Let's trust those.
You were saying his police reports. I think y'all both saying the same thing though.
Yeah.
He bringing up police reports because I think he on your fucking conspiracy side, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, them bitches could be fake. Straight up, I agree. But I'm just saying that's little dude, man.
But no, I'm pretty sure he's dead. But I ain't gonna lie, to see somebody get shot,
what am I saying?
I'm supposed to see at least like what I think from the people I seen actually did get shot in real life and stabbed. I thought I was gonna see a lot more blood than what I did see from the video. So maybe I'm looking at a different angle.
I feel like it's disrespectful, son. That man dead.
The video is disrespectful. If he's dead, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's even disrespectful to even be on these, like, whatnot, man. That man dead, bro. Like, his family is mourning, dog. Like, right now. Like, his ex who got beat is putting up videos, like, flipping the fuck. This little dude ain't dead, bro. Like, I can't. Little dude ain't dead. I ain't about to ride them waves,
He ain't living, you mean?
I mean, yeah, he ain't living. I'm sorry. This dude dead. This dude is dead. He's dead.
He going on.
He gone. He done passed, bro. They done possibly caught one of the shooters. This nigga right here. That I'm showing y'all. What's his boy name? Broward. I mean, no, that's what
looks like Florida man.
Dedrick Williams or whatever. They already arrested him.
Like a murderer.
Florida man.
He was on probation for grand theft motor vehicle, according to Florida Department of Corrections.
You stepped your crime up a whole nother level.
Killed on the ride 20 Florida that he talking about him.
Wait, there's another.
They found 2 other people. Well, there are 2 other
It was a
people
robbery. What did they
involved,
take?
apparently.
Huh?
If it was a robbery, what did they take?
No one needs to be carrying.
No, but what did they take though? Like if they want to rob XXXTentacion, what did they
They
take?
took a Louis
I'm
bag.
about to say they took a Louis bag with God knows how much cash.
Oh, so they
in
took a
it.
Louis bag. Okay, I
they had
needed
cash
some
in it?
kind of evidence to
I'm
say
sure they
something
had
was
cash.
missing.
I'm positive
Man,
that
man,
was
it's dead,
cash
bro.
and plus in it, you know, but.
Cause cause like
I you know what I mean, if you don't play around with how he died, I mean why he died.
no,
fine.
not how, why. I'm just
But,
saying like if the story said he was a robbery.
I know we already
except
did that
like,
though. Like that
like-
was a conspiracy theories. It was like playing around with how and whys and shit. But I'm not gonna fucking argue that he's dead. Like
Oh, no,
you know
no.
what I'm saying? Like man, dead. Like so and I just want to speak just
Man,
the
I'm just
aftermath
saying.
of things is just trippy.
I'm with you on that, and they have like official police like reports and all of that stuff. But I'm just saying it's 2018, and I'm just not ruling anything all the way out.
For what reason would you fake your death and you in his position, a rising star?
He's done it before.
Not being but for reason.
Niggas crazy.
What did,
Niggas crazy.
You said that you heard he did it before. What did he do?
Fake his own death.
No, how?
Well, how I don't know.
Come on, man, it's a ghost
How? I
story.
don't know.
Because I'm saying this is pretty. Did
I
it ever make it to the news of like to this degree?
No.
Exactly. No. With credibility shot.
Well,
Dog.
no.
I don't
I
think
think
he
he's
was-
incredibly shot because you talking about when a nigga faked his death when he was less of a star. So he was
Exactly.
less newsworthy to be put on like he is now.
Son,
On top of
anybody
the
dying?
fact that
No.
we don't even be checking for him.
Nah, it would have still made
By
the
default.
news. Even
We
though it
wasn't
still made the
checking for him
news because the
before.
other little dude got killed too, a very lesser known rapper. They got him and another nigga got shot.
I think he
on
got caught
the
under
same
the
beat.
same
Waffle.
name though.
Waffle,
I think
yeah.
he got caught under the same name because it wouldn't have made it that big.
I don't know
If like that's what I'm saying. We didn't know him. I think he caught under the XXXTentacion way.
If he
of
was
death.
famous enough for us to be talking in New Orleans right now to know that he faked his death before, that means he did it when he was relevant. Otherwise, we wouldn't even care that he faked. Why you fake your death when you're a nobody? Why do you fake your death if you're a nobody? What's the point?
Listen, all right. I don't think he was. From what Deuce said, like this is not something that when he was already on. It was something like he did that nigga found out he did.
What? That don't even make sense.
Like nigga looked up and looked up
like
later in
it
the
could just be
past
like
and
something
found
that
out.
that he did before.
Yeah,
Right.
they done this before.
Right.
For two.
I don't know why he did
I'm saying
that.
it happened.
Who knows why the nigga did this shit? Who fucking weird out like
I'm
this,
just saying
dog?
that.
I mean, maybe he just
Deuce
wanted
just came
fucking
in here
attention.
and said, I heard that he killed him, he faked his death. No other thing with it. And we're
Right.
going to jump with that more so than, and it don't make sense even in the scheme when people fake their deaths. It's for attention. It's to make an impact. It's for whatever. So you're saying before he
Right.
was even relevant, before he was even on,
Right.
he faked his death. And people cared enough about him doing this that we know about this now.
Because he got killed. That was the literal. That was the literal.
a lot of
quote.
shit come out when
He
you die,
faked
and a lot of
himself.
shit come out when you
He's-
famous.
The literal tweet was.
And you're saying
he
because-
faked his death before.
And you saying this thing
And
makes you
it could
believe,
be-
this thing here,
That
that
made me believe it. I'm
suspect
just
that
saying
story, make you
That-
believe
that
that
makes me be
this
like,
case,
okay, I'm
they
not
got a
ruling it
nigga
out.
arrested for his death right now because he could be faking it.
Still not ruling it out.
2%. You gonna have a 2%?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably like I wouldn't. What I'm saying, 9/11 happened. Is all I'm saying. This is some shit that could easily be pulled up.
For real. Nigga pull up some Nigga easily pull up this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Now for what? Now that depends on how you
Right,
know
gotta
if
know
you
what
are Illuminati sacrifice
Pregnant
type
girlfriend,
of nigga.
top of my career, I'm just gonna fake my death. Nah, don't see it. But anyway,
I mean,
That-
But you can't rule it out. You have to listen to.
I'm ruling it all the way out. Like I don't believe it at all.
If X come back out,
100%.
I'm knocking on your door.
Knock on it. Knock on it, son. But if he don't come out in the next few months, what do I get to get?
now give me the next few bucks. You gotta let nigga fake their death. You gotta do some Machiavelli shit.
Why would you?
You gotta come back when he's 30.
Right, you gotta come back.
Yeah, you
gotta come
gotta right. You gotta do something
Like,
extreme.
now that would be mind blowing. But anyway,
But rest in peace to this man.
That's
I'm
what I'm
gonna
at with
say
it.
this,
Rest in
dog.
peace. This is like
I'm gonna say
fucked
fuck
up.
you in life. Rest in heaven, though. Rest in peace.
I'm not
Fuck
gonna
you in
say-
life.
I'm
Rest
not
in
gonna-
death.
I'm not gonna-
Because I wasn't a fan of
I'm
your
not.
death. I mean, I wasn't a fan of your life. I didn't like the shit you do. If I saw you in the street, I probably would have squared up on you. But in death, rest in peace.
Near the end of his life, he wasn't on that shit apparently.
I don't give a fuck.
And,
Apparently.
you know what I mean? I like, you know what I mean? I will give way to, I hope you could have, but it didn't happen for you and you did a lot of fucked up things. I'm not going to say fuck you in life, but if you were still living, I would. Just the fact that your death that you're dead is just, you know, you're dead, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Fuck you while you was living, but while you're dead, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, but I mean,
You might want to tell them right in there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Might as well.
You don't have to say fuck you while you're living, right? Like, damn,
Where you going now? Fuck, you be out my realm.
You be out of my.
You be out my realm. Go on to the other side, dog. Rest there.
You know,
I don't know what's on the
just
other
read
side.
that his music was very dark, and I just saw that he's done very dark things. So his death, unfortunately, didn't like sadden. I mean, it is a sad thing.
But his music wasn't only dark. That's the trippy thing.
But that's all I saw. I've never listened. That's what I'm saying. This is just from like hip hop vlogs and various articles on, you know, because I'll be just looking at that shit as a nigga who be into hip hop and shit.
Oh no, you're right.
I see him and be like, I'm just not listening to the music. I looked at him and was like, I'm not listening to this. And then I read that it's as dark as it is. I just wasn't really, you know. That's why I guess it's not surprising to me because of what I've read and never listened to firsthand that this shit was as dark as it was, and for this to kind of spin that way is what I'm saying is that
you were not surprised that a dark nigga would go through a dark time.
Right. Now, if there's some real bright music, or happier music, I would give it a like drama.
He got shot random, dog. Like that's what I'm bringing to that's what I'm bringing about it. Like when you speak of the darkness, like if he committed suicide, then I would understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
That would connect it more to me.
Because that goes to depression.
Depression is because that's the type of shit he was on.
Right,
Depression.
This is an unfortunate moment.
This some random nigga. Well, if it wasn't a hit, this some nigga running up on you and shooting you. So it's like, damn, like.
And the all the domestic shit and his
blatant. I mean, no, that's
right, but some.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I don't see why they killed this nigga when if it was a robbery, they should just rob this nigga. I don't know, like, cause there was no police reports that your boy could have up on XXX or whatever.
This nigga got in fucking Florida, dog.
Man, Florida is wild.
You know what I mean? That part of Florida.
Near Miami. Not really in Miami.
You know what I mean? That boy's from a city called Plantation, bro. That boy's from Plantation, Florida. I'm not, dog.
That like played on his mental.
I'm sorry. We from New Orleans, dog.
I read his biography, dog. Like,
we from New Orleans, dog. We know how many murders happen countlessly, dog. Like whenever every week we look up shit on the news and it's death. So it's like niggas getting shot, niggas to get shot. We got ignorant niggas out here.
That's true, but
I'm not ruling out what you're saying, but I'm saying I'm not ruling out the fact that
shot for reasons.
I'm about to say, a lot of niggas, some niggas get caught straight, but some of these, most of these niggas are hit targets.
Like a nigga
all the
like
time.
Unless it's a nigga moment where it comes to that step on shoes type shit, you gotta throw the element of like niggas step on your shoes beef.
What y'all saying happens, but what I'm saying is there's still many other, there's a lot of other times.
Of the time, there's a target, though.
Yep.
Not always, though. They got and what I'm saying is that gives reason to. I mean, this man got shot because he was a target for like a hit. Nigga, it could easily be. I see this nigga rich. I'm about to run up on this nigga.
Yeah, but I mean that's
the reason though.
Yeah, that's the reason.
But that's not the same as saying earlier when we were talking about somebody hired this nigga to do it.
I'm saying
that's the difference. That's the difference I'm making.
I'm saying that happened because of his blatant disrespect of like shit like gay people and calling them faggots and saying how he openly attacked a gay person.
But that wasn't this person's thing. That wasn't his kick for it from what he's saying. You dig? That's what I'm saying. Like
who's saying?
The dude arrested. The dude that got arrested.
What did he say?
Right, of course. I'm just saying. Like, he had a.
Did he say anything?
That was a statement.
I shot this nigga because I wanted his money.
No,
he upped up on me, so I had to let that thing loose.
No, bro, it was something.
They got gay dudes in jail. And they get out. No, I'm just saying, them niggas get out and they got cousins or whoever, or people read, or they got gangster gay dudes who read this type of stuff and will definitely be like, oh, that's how you feel about gay people? All right, bet. Say, Lollipop, where you at? Go get the fucking
get that daddy right quick.
This nigga, I'm just that you can't rule stuff out.
I'm not ruling it out, dog. I'm just saying, dog. You just said in our toxic ass environment and all these DL motherfuckers and niggas call niggas faggots to this day. I still get called gay just for speaking up for gays. That these hard niggas gonna take out this strong massive hit on him because he talked about gays.
No, because he like
possible.
The shit.
I'm just saying.
I say it's impossible.
I'm saying it is possible. Also, he's beating people's sisters and daughters and
beating niggas.
Somebody, if this was your daughter and he beat blind.
I think this thing about to stop. No, I'm gonna say this on it before this battery stop on this. I'm not saying what you're saying is impossible, but from what we got, it's still trippy. if he got killed random. Like, cause that's what people want to do. Or it's cause you said that gay shit. Or it's cause you said everybody want to put these reasons on it. But we just look at what we got. This nigga just saying this. And that's still tragic as fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? None of what you're saying is impossible at all because we don't know. But if we just stay at what we have, damn.
It's still
that's like a movie
tragic.
right there. I should have been killed by this gay nigga. I should have been killed by this woman's brother. I should have been killed by all these other people. But how I get got? Random nigga roll up on me.
I mean,
damn.
I mean,
like that's trippy.
I'm about to say that, man. My personally, because now when I think about it, I guess in some real shit it can't happen random. Because my partner, though it was a reason, he died for no reason because it was a mistaken identity. So like, you know what I'm saying, he got shot. And it was unfortunate, even for a bullet that was for him, but it was like there was a reason though.
I mean, you can create a reason for anything. I'm not saying niggas just out here on some psycho Joker shit, pulling out guns and shooting.
But niggas, this ain't premeditated.
But what I'm saying is, it could have been, but if it wasn't a hit, if it wasn't premeditated, if it was just a hungry nigga seeing a rich nigga out and about
and just up one
and ran up on that nigga because he see this rich nigga, not on some I thought you was homophobe, not on some you raped my none of that shit. If it was just some hungry, boom, because that happened.
Like rolling on one or something.
That happened every day, B, and that's still just as damn tragic. It's just crazy.
That is tragic. I just don't consider that random either. I just think that's just.
I call that random. I call it, in the case of everything else isn't random. If a nigga said, "Oh, you homophobe, I'm killing you," that's not random. If a nigga can be like, "Oh, you beat women, I'm killing you," that's not random. If a nigga just like, "You rich, I'm getting that money," to me that's like, damn, out of all the ways to die, you didn't die for the reasons that you cause harm. That's what I'm saying about random.
Crazy movie.
That's what I mean by random.
I just don't think that's random still.
In the spiritual realm,
what would you call random?
You think it's karma?
I'm about to say in the spiritual realm, they're
like
probably
getting
karma.
struck by lightning or some crazy shit.
Who gets struck by lightning?
That's
random as they fucking kill.
So we talking about if a nigga shot in the air and it came from the sky and a bullet for somebody else. That's
random shit.
That could be random.
But I'm saying that this is random in the context against the other.
Just like all of the shit that he's been.
All the other stronger cases. All the stronger cases for someone to be that mad because I'm not advocating death or murder at all.
No, but like you said, karma. In the spiritual realm, some say that all the things he did out there had brought him to this moment.
I don't want to say that for him, but I understand what you're saying.
Right. So
I would never say that because you got like starving children in Africa that didn't bring that shit on them in any fucking way.
No. That's very true. No. But how they react to it, and if they rise up and start killing niggas, it will be what they've been brought. You know,
y'all both have merit, but what I'm saying is not none of our places to like say that.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I mean? Like we don't know why he died. All we know is he did.
I mean, like that's kind of my overall feeling. Because before today, I really didn't listen to any of his music. I wasn't interested in listening to any of his personality, nothing. And I'm still not interested. And but I'm still not happy that somebody killed him like that. Like I don't want that to happen to y'all and no fucking crazy shit. But I mean, at the same time,
you ain't interested. But we vibed out earlier.
I'm not. Yeah, no.
You was not.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like his songs, well, the ones that I heard.
Yeah.
Some of them. A couple of them was kind of, tricky for me.
It wasn't for me. But like, a couple was like, okay, that's for them.
Yeah.
That was for them.
But overall, like,
so I
really don't care, like, one way or the other. It's just.
Like I said, my character
just fucked up and nigga just killed you like that.
Yeah. My character resides in a man, like, I don't believe in celebrating a dead 19, 20-year-old. Like, that's my whole thing. Right. Unless you was hating on that man beforehand, I can't, have you go, you know what I mean? If you was saying die when he was living, well, he dead now, you got your wish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I wasn't saying die when he was living, I was like, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, like, I just literally didn't care.
I can't, every time you say that,
fuck that
nigga. That's just
even when that nigga dead, I'm still like, fuck that nigga.
That sounds like you got, anyway, moving on.
Fuck that nigga.
There you have it.
There you have it. Slam the gavel.
So what else is going on?
I mean, apparently, you ask the mother of your kid for your kid when she come to drop off your kid.
Oh, that shit. Shit.
Now this probably shouldn't even be in the ETOUFEE today. But like it just tripped me out. It just tripped me out to a degree, like, because I didn't expect so many people, so many women, particularly. Like I expect, of course, women gonna be on her side to a degree, but like
they have to default to that.
But I expected better. And on the flip, so like
my expectations low as fuck.
Because a lot of women still, was on the man's side too. But I was just surprised at the depth that the ones that were on her side.
The reasons they'll go to.
I'm sure you were surprised.
Or
some of the reasons.
Or they'll make a valid point of they both were being childish. Which
I
they
can take
were.
that also.
But guess what? But I still say his childishness felt more reactionary to her childishness.
Right, this nigga childishness was on like, I got somebody in the car, you done done some fuck shit before, from what people have said.
Nah, I mean, I'm on a level of
There's like a lot of missing context.
There is missing context. But I'm saying like, don't touch my car and this and that. I mean,
I don't think a nigga be too petty about not touching his car. That seems like something very particular.
Who's recording this?
It's particular. That's
His
questionable.
partner. His partner's recording this. He told his partner to record
But what
this.
I'm saying is, to a degree, if it came down like this is a valid point, because this is a valid point. If you really want to see your daughter, you know what I'm saying, at a point, like, even if this bitch crazy, if you really want to see your daughter, at some point, you have it upon yourself to be the bigger person, and to be like, you know what, yeah, you can put the girl in the car, but I'm filming you the whole time, you know what I mean, there's ways.
Nah, fuck that shit, dog. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that, dog. Now we go on this thing of, if you really in love with your child, if she was really in love with the child, son,
that's what we're already saying. You're missing the point. We're going to get to that, because I'm not even on this motherfucker's side. The point I'm saying is, if you was to give this any valid reasoning of where he could have been wrong, you can't say that at no point he could have been like, you know what, yeah, just put it in the car, bruh. You feel me? But I'm about to watch you, because otherwise you going, stop touching my car, I'm not giving it to you, and both of you are looking crazy from a distance. Who can tell who is who when two fools is arguing? So I can give you that little point of it. But when I watch this video and I'm looking at the whole schematic, motherfucker, you came here to drop my daughter off. I'm a father. I know how to fucking buckle up my daughter. I don't need, and I felt like, bitch, you were just trying to control the situation. Right. You heard me? And my man's just reacting to the fact that, man, you always try to control shit, and the whole deal ain't about you putting my daughter in the car. Is you want to control. Like I said, it seems like more of a control thing, and we catch this thing out of context. But let's play this motherfucker, and then we're gonna get back to all the particulars.
Control.
I'm not. I can try. You gonna give me my baby or not? I'm trying to. I can put my own child in the car. Don't touch my car. Give me my baby. I can do it. You're making a big deal about it. If you give me my baby, you can go. I am grown. Don't touch my car, man. Don't touch my car. Move. Stop. You still got it on camera? All right. Now, she don't want to give me my baby. I drove up here for 2 hours, and she don't want to give me my child.
That man did not push you.
Yes, it is a car seat in there, man. Car seat right there.
So far, nigga was like, I want to give me my kid. She said, no. Now, she didn't say no. She said, I'm going to put in the car. He said, don't touch my car. She didn't like that shit. She go towards the car. He followed her to the car. And did y'all feel like this man was yelling?
No.
Nah. He's keeping calm. He's annoyed, but he's not yelling.
This chick said he yelling. No. And throughout this video, other women said he was yelling. No. And I'm like, I don't think this man was yelling. Even when he got a little louder, it never to me ever felt like he was yelling. And then she said, you pushed me. When?
No.
When did he push her? Like, you already can see she a trippy ass motherfucker to deal with.
Then she says, I want there's not a car seat. I want to put a car seat in there. And
did she say that yet?
Yeah, she said it, because that's when he just opens the door and says, look, car seat right there.
All right, so we didn't even get to that part, but like, yeah.
We just about to pass it.
Yeah, what else I want to say on top of that? Because then some people theories were, when maybe he had a woman in the car. I'm like, no, because her energy didn't feel like he had a woman in the car, because he opened the door so she could see the car seat. And her reaction wasn't like, oh, they got this bitch here. It was really like, oh, I see the car seat, but I'm gonna still be stupid. Like, that's what it felt like.
No. Give me my baby so I can go. You don't need to be in my car. It's a car seat in there. No, I'm not yelling. I want you to give me my child so I can go home. I'm not screaming, but I just want my child so I can go home. But get in the car. No, she did not.
Then wait.
I am sorry, dog. No, dog. She's performing.
She made that up. Yeah, that
right
victim
now. This man is not yelling at you.
Not yelling. Not screaming.
You are performing.
And that, besides, you threw the kid in there.
Yeah, that's what I stopped it for. That's what blew me. She wanted me to buck her when.
Nah, that is
that girl over there looking like, David, I just want to go to my daddy and go with you. I don't care what's happening.
I don't want y'all to fight. Right. Go somewhere.
Can I go? Can we go? That's all that look up. Because one thing we do know about little kids, dog, she would have said that I want to go with mommy, or I want to go with daddy. If she had a specific want, or bucking me up, like, what is it? She would have like, yes, I did. You know what I mean? She would have answered her. No, she was looking like, I'm confused.
Yo, fighting.
I'm in this shit, mommy, daddy fighting.
I'm trying to get home. Well, give me my baby so I can leave.
Alright, now you're making her upset.
You got all this on camera? We will be showing it to the judge.
He seems like he's being very forthright about all of this, dog.
All she gotta do is give him the baby.
Right.
That's all she had to do was say. Now, a lot of women were saying that, well, all he had to do was let her put the baby in the thing.
No, fuck that. You can say the exact same thing for her. All she had to do was say, okay, here's your baby.
No, we saying that's the reaction, that's the response to when women and men on the side that's saying all she had to do was hand the baby. Their response, like you're responding, no, that's their response. Okay, their response to when we say she should just hand the baby over, they say, well, he should just let her put her in the car.
Yeah,
so check this out.
And it's a fucking circle. That's why I say I feel like he more reactionary to the level of, no, I don't want you touching my cousin, my baby.
Right.
I seen people respond in this way of like, well, I know as a mother I want to kiss my child in before I go. But the thing about that is that this is not the first time this man has picked her up. So it's not don't run that like it's like the first time you letting her go.
Which is why he's recording this.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not recording it this time for no reason.
If it wasn't for some BS,
for no reason. Dog. But they have a point. As a mother, we know this about mothers. And that's because that's something I had to talk to with the chick Nyla. I think it was not one of them. I was like, okay, I can't ever pretend to know what it's like to be a mom. Even when I become a father, I still won't know what it's like to be a mom.
Right.
So you know what? You got me there. Speaking from a mother's perspective, like yes, many mothers do want to be the one to put the mother in the car. It's a motherly thing. You absolutely right on that. But in the context of this instance, bruh, she was pushing for that thing way harder than necessary.
And I think that's
because it could have been simple.
I think the majority of women are not trying to tuck their child into the car seat every single time they drop them off.
Can't speak to that.
I said I ain't put it on all.
You said majority. I don't think it's majority because mothers.
I don't know.
Mothers.
Dog, dealing with mothers because like I have a mother. I know a bunch of mothers. Yeah. I work with mothers. Yeah. I have a baby mother. Yeah. Like and none of them at any given point was like I have to
given point.
I won't say any given point, but like it wasn't like at that age with that little girls right there in that picture, there was not that point there was like I need to put her in unless you was about to go for the last time you weren't about to see her for whatever.
My son, you got married, but I can't say the majority of women wouldn't want to buckle their kid in the car seat.
I ain't saying that they don't want to. I'm just saying that this is not her first rodeo.
I just don't even buy that as a theory.
So I'm saying they're using a real thing to prove a fucking point of a bad situation.
Yeah, no, I know. I just say it's just when you say majority, when I think of mothers, when I think of your average mother, I think of the majority of mothers tend to lean to caring and all this other shit. Extra at times when they're young as fuck. So that's what I'm saying. I can give you a lot, but I can't give you majorities because man, they got varying degrees of fucking smothering mothers out here.
They really do.
But there's a lot that do what you do.
I've dated a few women who got kids like most of us in here, and I've been the guy putting the kid in the car seat like a lot of fucking time because she's busy doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like here, stick her in the car for me. Yeah. Okay, cool. You know, I got you. Click, clack, 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 boom. Like it's really kind of a matter of fact. And I really just can't use that theory as, oh, she just wanted to be the one to do it in this particular instance. But I mean, there are mothers who are like that. But honestly, just speaking for myself, not for y'all, not for anybody, but in my personal experience in dating, it hasn't been that serious. She put him in the car sometimes, I put him in the car sometimes. And it's never an argument.
And then somebody could go like, this was one of them times where she wanted to do it.
I think that is a stretch.
No. I'm saying someone could say that. I'm not with it. I understand that she's completely using her child as a weapon.
Like if she said that, like, well, I'm not going to give you the kid because I want to.
She said it.
No, she said
what?
She said the daughter said that.
Before that, she said it at the top of the argument. She said she wanted to put it in the car, and the nigga was like, basically, I don't give a fuck about that. Because that's what made him say, "Don't touch. You're not gonna touch my car." That's what made him first say that.
Nah, that is.
But you're like,
he did say, I can put my own. Yeah, he did.
And I understand why.
Put my own child. He said, I can put my own
child in the car, and that's real. It's real.
He can.
But you know.
And I mean, now this is my number one thing here, dog. What is it about the fact that this dude don't want this girl touching his car? Like, what is that whole thing?
So, all right,
that is the whole weird part.
So
let's play on that. Before you get into that, let's see more of it.
Okay, and give me 10 days. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So you're not gonna give me my baby? Are you gonna give me my baby or not, Melissa? Are you going to give me, can I see my child?
Scream.
Yes. Okay, well give her to me so I can go home.
He's not screaming.
I'm not screaming at you, but you're playing games. And I don't feel like playing games.
I tried to open the door and you pushed me.
I didn't push you. It's okay. They think I pushed you sometimes. But can I have my child so I can go home? I don't want to keep going back and forth with you. I don't. I'm tired of doing this. You're always doing the most. What can I do?
I just tried to put her in.
You give her to me so I can go.
Don't push me.
I'm not pushing you. Just give me
Son, your integrity.
Pause.
your integrity and your character, for me, is automatically in question just based off of the fact of stop screaming at me and you pushing me. Like,
never happened.
On that alone,
in front
son,
of the baby.
That's why I can't give her the theory of she just wants to put her in the child because she cares. Because of the other shit that you're doing that is so
they don't have to be
bottom of the fucking barrel.
They don't have to be diametrically opposed. No. All of that can be same. She could, like, even though I don't believe it, but just to play devil's advocate, she could want to put a baby in the car and still be trash motherfucker doing all the shit you're saying.
The devil's a liar.
It's not impossible,
in this situation, though. No, it's not impossible, but I just don't give her the benefit of the doubt with that shit. Not even a little bit.
Because, like, let's say we create a scenario, like, in her mind, because even though, like, Joe, like, was talking earlier, what you about to say about, I'm going to let Joe speak that about what he was saying she was doing. But let's say, hypothetically, you know what I mean? Let's say he is a problem. You know what I mean? From what I see, you know what I mean? But let's say he is a problem. Let's say she heard some fucked up shit dealing with and with, like, I'm going to pretend like I don't know the thing that Joe about to say. And, you know what I mean? He didn't have, like, he be hot boxing in the car with the baby.
Now, that's a lot now.
That's not a lot. A lot of motherfuckers do that shit.
No, I mean, it's a lot of assumed.
No, I'm not. No. I said this is a hypothetical situation.
So it's not even real.
Yeah, I said because we riding off of
to prove what point though?
The fact that there could be reason why she want to see her daughter get buckled up by her. There's like you said.
I still can't just because of the fact that she's saying you pushed me, like she is trying to put something on this dude.
That's fine. She trying to do all
really
that
major. Like she's
so
trying
no
to say
matter what the
that
hypothetical is, she's automatically making a lie off the dump. So because she's automatically making a lie, everything she's seen, everything she do, her ground.
It's just very questionable.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not questionable. What I'm saying is still is this, dog. Just because she's doing all of that validly, that does not mean in the context of whatever's going on with her and her world and her brain that there's not a specific reason why she want to buckle her kid up.
So her fuck shit shouldn't marry up with her motherhood.
You're right, because people do fuck shit with. We know mothers that do fuck shit for justifying reasons in their brain that we look like what the fuck is wrong with you, but whatever happened in their day might have justified that in context. I'm saying it's not impossible. It's all. It's all.
But I see what you're saying.
There
might have been some history in the past between them two, maybe way before the baby was born, where
anything.
Where there needs to be question about who was in the passenger seat.
We four niggas all on the same side on this nigga's side. So what I'm saying is, and they got a bunch of women that's also on her side, and I'm trying to say is on the flip side of it, I can't say that she may not have some merit in her fucking world, and so why she don't trust this nigga, and why she really feel the need. Because like the girl I date, man, her dad, like this baby daddy stays saying he got a car seat in that motherfucker, but every time they take a picture in the car, the little nigga ain't even in the car seat, almost like he takes him out or something. Like weird shit.
Is it possible that she has merit? Yes. Do I give her the merit? Fuck no.
There we go. I can get with you on that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying merit like a history of sketchy company that this guy may keep.
That's another thing.
I
don't know. It's impossible that I could win the fucking lottery. Like that has merit.
No, but that's not the same thing. No, you're doing a false equivalency. You going to the most extreme, smallest degree when I don't feel like that's the smallest degree.
The only
but if you wait on the other side, on the other side, you ain't about to play me like that. Because that's every time.
Basically, what you're saying is that since it's possible, it has merit.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not. You know what? You can say that, but that's not what I'm saying. You said that the devil is a lie. It's impossible for her to be doing anything. No. But still, but even still, you're saying it's the absolute smallest percentage, which is the lottery, that she could have actual justified reasons as a human being to why she don't trust not letting this nigga just buckle up the kid. And I'm saying
a million to one odds.
I don't think it's a million to one.
Because also I'm saying on the other side of that coin, I'm saying on the other side of that coin,
you saying it don't count just because you say specifically anything like this is disqualified because she doing fuck shit to him in this video.
It's not disqualified, but it is brought into question. I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You can bring it into question,
but
you also said it was impossible. You also said that, and I'm saying, it's not impossible. I can see a reason.
What's impossible? That like she's doing it because she wants to put the child in the car herself because she cares? That's not impossible. I said that does have merit. I just don't fucking give it to her.
That time, but I'll leave it be.
Ain't no that time. You better check the motherfucking
tape. Check the motherfucking tape. When you first brought this up, you said no kind of way.
Wait. Listen.
I will definitely hold you to it. I will remind you of it. People listening will hear this.
Order in the court.
Who is listening. I don't cater to any listeners.
I ain't saying you can't. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that shit.
D-Mac, you
No,
wrong.
that's not what the nigga saying, nigga. You said you didn't say
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
You said you didn't say something. I said you said, and I'm saying someone can email back and say, yes, you said it. Not that you were wrong. Not that there's a problem, but that, oh yeah, you did say that shit because you did.
All right, listen.
That's a strong word.
If I said it,
Impossible.
then I fucking said it. But what I do say in final is the same thing I've been said. Does it have merit? Yes. Totally agree with that. I just don't fucking give it the benefit of the doubt in this particular
instance. I can dap you off on that because you have reason for that.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
So let's finish this video. No,
Joseph.
Joseph, tell us what they said his side was, though.
All right, so, and before I get into that, I want to say that the only thing that separates from like the merit on what side is that he has a camera, so he's obviously showing a previous behavior or trait that she has. Now, if she had a camera to do something as well,
we might see something else.
You know, might be
a different perspective.
That way I could give her even more merit, but she's not the one pulling the camera. That's why I'm giving me leaning toward him.
20 minutes before this. We also don't know what happened
20
minutes before this.
First and foremost, like there's still like a lot of missing.
You could also be hanging with a bunch of bank robbers.
Right.
And she knows this.
Right.
Is this one of your bank robber crew niggas in the car?
Yeah. Holding this camera?
I know. I know you talking wrong. Who the fuck got the gun behind the camera? Nigga. He got the camera like, bitch, you better act crazy. Let my nigga look like he's fucking righteous. Bitch. Oh my god. And if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about, you gotta go back to a previous episode. This is a callback, okay? It's called a callback. But no, yo.
Watch your machetes, man.
But you know, but
with the camera.
And also there's a merit that she also didn't say, like, but they said we didn't. There's so much context missing, but there's some also, if we're going off of just as in the video, she didn't say that I don't know who is in your car. Or you have new people in your car, I want to check that. And I think that would have also gave her a lot more merit.
She said that?
No, she didn't. People are giving her their excuse of that.
Yeah, because people are coming with all kinds of shit.
They're giving it to her.
Because I'm
saying if she actually would have said that, that would have given her a lot more merit.
I would have gave her a lot of merit.
Because the niggas had whole fights in my situation about what he had his other girl in the car. I'm like, when did that happen? When did anyone say a bitch was in the car?
Did anybody say anything?
Her vibe didn't even feel like she conducted herself a bit differently in front of people. Because a lot of times this is the type of shit that be happening. Especially with another woman. Especially another woman.
At like a point, not to cut you off, Joe, I'm just saying, like for a brief moment, I thought the bitch was trolling. I thought she was trolling. At first, I was like, are you really acting like this? Like he's asking you kindly to give him the child, and you just keep just turning around and just making up a reason why not.
You came here to do this. That's what you came here to bring me my kid.
If you watch the video, he does say, I got somebody in my car. He does say that.
When does he say that?
I think he does say that.
Play that.
Oh, it's still gonna come?
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You give it to me so I can go, man. You ain't gotta do this.
I'm not doing anything
Come on,
wrong.
Sophia.
It's not a big deal.
If it's not, you said no. You saying it's not a big deal.
That's not happening. I don't want you in my car.
Now that's the thing.
I don't want you in my
You
car.
in the car.
Everything. I just don't want you on it. I want you to touch it. I know how you fuck.
That's a baby seat.
It's not a baby seat. That's a
Okay,
car
then let me
seat.
in.
No, you can get in your
Rodney,
car and
this is
leave.
not a big deal.
Are you gonna give me my child or not? Give it to me right now so I can go.
Not a big deal.
I'm not gonna keep doing this with you, bro.
I'm not doing anything. All I did
Well,
was
get in your car and go home.
You pushed
What are
me.
you doing?
All I did was try to put her in the car, but
Give me my child so I can go. Listen, if you gonna give it.
So when he said that, he said I was in his car?
I know I definitely heard. What?
I'm trying to
I can put.
Here, Stacey, yourself.
I'm not. I can try if you gonna give me my baby or not.
I'm trying to
I can put my own child in the car. Don't touch my car. Give me my baby so I can go.
You're making a big deal in front of
If you
her.
give me my baby, you can go. I am grown. Don't touch my car, man.
He said about that.
I could swore I heard it, dog.
Stop. You still got it on camera? Alright. Now she don't want to give me my baby. I drove up here for 2 hours and she don't want to give me my child.
There's no car seat in
Yes, it is a car seat in there, man. Car seat right there. No.
Ain't nobody in there.
Give me my baby so I can go. You don't need to be in my car. It's a car seat in there.
There it is. There's a person in
He
there.
says a car seat in there.
That's what he said.
Go back.
He said there's a car seat in there because he reacted to her saying
Is it that country that I'm hearing? Car seat next to
Wait,
person?
wait.
Give me my baby so I can go. You don't need to be in my car. It's a car seat in there.
It's a car
There's
seat.
a car seat
car
in
seat.
there.
Okay, my bad, y'all. I thought you heard, cause You can't tell me you didn't hear person a little bit.
I
Like,
didn't.
Because I know he was arguing about because she said that's a baby seat. No, it's a car seat.
It's
and
a car seat.
It's a car seat in there. I was like,
he seems totally righteous, dog. Like the nigga drove 2 hours. I don't like driving for a fucking hour.
And I feel like anybody that was in the car, you would have outside the car to witness this shit.
Yeah,
Right.
like, probably had a video camera too.
Look, pull your phone out, my nigga.
Right.
Y'all all catch this shit. Put on that live, dog.
Right. Like he feels totally justified.
Yeah.
Which like makes me feel like he's not trying to be a...
He is guarding the
But-
car.
and
He opened that door like it wasn't shit. Like,
And
yeah,
closed it
in
real
there.
quick. And closed it real quick.
She looked inside it already. She looked inside it. She did
no,
not
no,
act
no,
as
no.
if anybody was in
I'm
the
about to say,
car.
you
He was guarding that car kind of hard. I'm not
Which
saying
is weird to me. Like, what is that?
Because
Alright,
that's what
so-
the story
alright.
is. That's
So-
why he talking about the car.
So a lot of people went online and asked what the fuck is going on. And from the research they got from things that he didn't tweeted about the guy that's in the video, that apparently last time he like let her put her in the car seat, she planted weed in the baby's car seat and called the police on him when he drove off.
He tweeted that?
That's what he claims now. It could be true, it could be false, but let's say it's true. That would give him a reason for not wanting her in his car.
I
But
can
he does claim
understand
that.
reason. Okay.
We got it.
If that's
Allegedly.
your claim, hey yo.
Allegedly.
if, like,
And
that's
he
your
keeps
claim,
saying, you know how you do.
That's
you
a
know this
righteous
and the
reason
third.
then.
But pause.
But I don't
but
want to
watching,
her.
no, wait, hold up. But watching it again, he did say, you know how you are. He said that. But when she asked, what you think I'm gonna do? He said nothing. Which
He
kinda,
just said nothing, which is weird. Like,
Yeah.
why you say nothing when
If you-
when
because if
you
you know
say,
she
you know what
did
you fucking did?
Right,
Bitch,
right.
you put weed in my car.
That's
Nothing that happened again.
Any normal nigga, if she really did that, would say that. That would be my natural reaction. Because she acted so innocent. Like, what you think I'm gonna do? Nigga, bitch, you know, bitch.
But without being keep it
Why
calm.
would
You
you
keep calm though.
Yeah, you said calmly, but still, I feel like you would say that on camera just to
If
see
it
if
happened.
you could get her to admit it on camera. That would help your case.
I would
That
also
would help
say
your case,
maybe,
really.
Maybe he still kind of cares about her, and just maybe he just didn't want to put her out there like that.
I can see
in
that too. I can
in
see that
moment.
happen. I can see that moment.
But then, like,
But it's a
after
possibility.
that- Yeah,
It's
but
a
I mean, after the
possibility.
fact,
But then
like,
he tweeted it.
after
I guess
you
it's when
angry
things go
and
viral.
shit,
Niggas
you
try,
know?
niggas like niggas get feel pressured. Like when you go viral and niggas start picking sides of something they don't
And, like,
know about.
asking questions. and
That's
shit,
true,
and-
that's true, but it's also true
started
that when
to
niggas
enjoy
feel
the
played,
fame.
they start lying when people start saying shit.
They
It's
enjoy-
also
they
true.
could be
Also
enjoying the
throwing out
fame,
there.
like Joe
You know what I
said.
mean? Like I'm trying to get reason because niggas call me a fuck nigga because in this moment I'm just saying watching it, I know how to play it. If you got the nerve,
but
if you have the nerve while I'm already heated to say. What you think I'm doing in your car? Knowing that you did something in my car before?
Like,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing is,
I can understand that
like,
scenario.
What?
you
don't remember when you-
if I had an interview with this dude, I would have to ask him that question. Why did you say nothing, knowing that you
She did
she
something.
did something? Why would you say that? You gotta answer that. If your answer ain't right, then nigga, now you.
We had to put you
have
out the
to
court. You
answer
got to
for
come in
that.
front of the congregation.
You have to.
Now I need the front of the council to come to the bench.
You got to stand before the council.
Stand before us.
First
Yeah.
witness.
You have to. You have to. You fucking have to, son.
Because that was a weird thing reading back like nothing.
Nothing. Why you said nothing, dog? I was on your side. Hold on. I felt
Right,
like, I felt like I sat here with a woman that was opposed to me, or even a dude that was
Right,
opposed to
because
me,
it makes it
and we
trippy.
watching that bitch with a fine-tooth comb. I felt like, they got a
It's
point.
like you
they
said
got a
something-
point on me, dog, because he said nothing.
Right, because you said one thing about this is how you know how you are, but then you said she did
You gotta
nothing.
pull up the tweet,
So
too.
like that thing is so detailed where I gotta ask the question for that
Because
answer because
You know
it
how
seemed
you are can mean a lot of things.
and
You
right
don't have to
and you
specifically
saying
mean that.
nothing make it seem like dog you are being a little bitch about it.
Right, maybe she did something pettier than what you're claiming on Twitter, but you said to say something real to get people on your side.
Right.
Possible.
I think they
Possible.
just, it could be they enjoying it might have never happened, but he just put some shit out like that because they know it would get a bunch of reactions on social media and shit, and they're just enjoying the circus.
I hope not.
Because that's why they record all this and put it on Facebook.
Because he's trying to get the court, man. And
But why
then-
put it on Facebook? You don't need to put it on for court. You don't need Facebook.
One,
Right.
who to know if he
and
put it on
tweet
Facebook?
and then
True.
tweeting
Who's to know
about.
if he? That's someone.
But that is his partner.
His partner could have put this
So,
out to.
I
Because why
feel
we got
like-
on
But
that?
that thing is like that's a small merit I gotta give
Right.
to reality of that's your partner and you asked him to record.
Right.
So I feel like y'all both came up with this to post it.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
because
means more
then you
than
tweet
that.
shit like.
Now we're moving into
Right.
stage
It's this-
territory.
and
Yeah,
I-
that's what I'm.
I don't
That's what
think
I'm
this
not
is
saying.
staged.
I don't think it's staged.
Why would
But
you
I'm
go
definitely
through
will
this?
say
Why
that
would
you
you
record
go through
something
this?
like
No,
this,
that's your
enjoying
dog.
the fame. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
They probably-
that part.
But the thing
Especially
is,
if you're tweeting shit like she put this bitch put weed in the
But
baby
no one
and
knows
give
they're
it and
gonna go
call it
viral.
But put it out. If you put something out like that, especially on
You don't
Twitter,
know what's going viral, but
it's
that don't mean you
gone.
don't shoot for the stars.
Necessarily.
no one knows if
I
they're
should
going to
be
go
saying
viral. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people hope they're gonna go viral. You can't predict what's gonna go viral.
Yeah.
So he could have just put this on his page just to be like, look how this bitch be acting. Just thinking his friends gonna look at it, and then next thing you know, it's viral.
That's like.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly
What I'm saying is there's a trail now of according to Joe, of posts of that he's put up like. Shit like about how she put the shit in there. If they were posting that, and now this is a post too because
this was first.
If this was first,
yeah,
and then he tweeted this.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And I can't give you information of what came first, the chicken or the egg. I just know that's something that does have merit too. If you said something way before,
well, if it happened that
his tweet was in response to this. His tweet, because on my wall when they talked about his tweet was in response.
It was after the fact.
Yeah, because he talked what it was. I kind of go to it. Someone down here, but basically like he was somebody used it as the fits. I ain't about this. How many comments in this bitch? It's 27. It's not that bad. But we are eating up time on this topic. But basically, like people was asking him the same thing we saying. He's saying because they were saying because at first people trying to say this man. I fuck that shit. People trying to say this man was petty because. The instant question, why not just let her do it? And that's what's his response to those people saying, because last time she was in my car, she planted this shit. That's why I didn't want her touching my shit. That was a response. Could be, we don't know. I think it's enjoying the circus. But I'm not, and what they go back to, I said, no. I'm about to agree with you here. Look, like I told D earlier, who said God can't be both. Who said it can't be both? Chicken and egg. Who said this didn't pop off, this went viral, in the heat of the moment, maybe you might have felt some kind of way, but when you saw it got so big, you decided to play into it.
Put some pepper on it.
Just to get some fame. That's not impossible neither.
I mean, dog, once you put that claim out there and you get viral for it, you gotta own that shit.
You gotta ride with it.
So you gotta come out there bitch like with a black eye and shit. Like I am
and I won't lie.
Man.
I won't lie. He looks like he has a mixtape.
I'm a better man out there.
I'm a better man.
They really got better men, son. And we just saw a video of it.
It exists, dog. And I mean, like,
he got a
shouts out to the women on my wall that's riding hard for her, dog. To a degree, I understood what y'all was saying,
but some degree,
I still, and like I say, they were both childish. You're right. They were both being childish. That is absolutely
and
right.
I'll leave it like that.
But I'm not gonna leave it at that.
I'm not gonna jump sides of who should have been more grown.
Yes, with the caveat of I still feel he was being reactionary to her because if you came here, we met up here. I drove 2 hours to meet you at this meeting spot specifically for you to give me my daughter. It's frustrating. Even if at first you did want to put it in a car, it's frustrating to see woman. If you came in for this, you, I guess the mom, I don't give the man, like, it's just weird that you just wouldn't get your daughter. You can even follow him and watch him buckle the girl up.
Right, because they got all these fucking memes going around talking about cancel Father's Day because there's not enough participants. But then when you see shit like this, like a nigga that's actively trying to participate in his child's life, begging, and she's like stifling that completely. Like that's very irritating.
There was a moment,
you know just to control the situation.
There was a moment where she put the child down, and he said, "Come on." He said, "Come on, Sophia," and then she grabbed her real quick and picked her back up. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't a giver thing at this point. This was the child was down. He said, "Come on." She was about to move, and the mom was like,
"Hijack, interception, dog." So it's these things that just make me like, it's frustrating because what you just said, you said it correctly. Like, with the stereotype being niggas black, especially black fathers ain't shit.
That's the thing right there.
It's frustrating to watch a black father have to plead with the mother just to let me.
Just to be a father.
We need that. And we need that. Black people need that.
All right, so on a complete 360, man. So, these immigrant children, dog.
180, man.
Oh, you mean these Chinese workers? Or these Japanese workers? Oh, no, these slaves from Africa? Oh, no. We ain't gonna talk the history of time. We're gonna talk about right now with these Mexicans. Oh, no, it's just all history of repeating itself again and again.
They're not just from Mexico.
Take all the things. All right, they're not? Well, I feel like most of them are. I'm pretty sure they from Honduras and shit like that.
My nigga, they saying all the immigrants.
I'm about to say like Mexico is between like North and South America. Like that's what all of them.
You're doing better saying it's majority Hispanic descent.
Okay. But I thought it was like Mexico because like that was like the border wall. I thought you know
exactly. Yeah, they've been talking about.
No, it's specific. Yeah,
but I can definitely say dog, it's all immigrants, which means like all Hispanics.
We say fuck all immigrants. It's majority of the Mexicans, but no, niggas saying
Syrian children shit too. Like
if you're illegal, we will rip you away, bitch.
We just started with Hispanics.
Yeah,
and it's a trip that and they lost like
most of them talking about Muslims and Hispanics.
And they talking about they lost like 1,500 kids.
Yeah.
You lose 1,500 kids?
They don't know where they are, like as far as like where they are, like
they lost in the system.
In the system. And that's so fucked up.
That's the worst thing to be lost.
If you ever, because the trippy part is, because even though Trump did sign the shit to stop doing the shit, right?
Nigga can't buy nobody now. The families are fucking dispersed. You just sold one family off to the fucking next fucking owner, and the other family's gone.
And some kids are too young to even be able to speak, so they don't even know who their mom and daddy is.
How the fuck do you even reconcile that with the family? Like what is the payback? Like what's the fucking?
There is no payback because you took away their fucking family, dog. Unless you get that family together and make it that the top priority is finding families to put them back together again for real. And I don't give a fuck if you got to line up 20 babies and the nigga got to pick out his baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to do something.
Blood test or something, though. It's trippy, dog.
Right. Thank you. Blood test the best.
And the thing is, America, we've been doing this shit for years. It was happening during Obama, during the Obama administration. It was happening during the Bush administration. Like,
wait.
But the difference is, like,
I ain't never seen nobody with cages back in the Obama or Bush administration. I understand there was hard deportation laws.
It was hard deportation laws,
but it wasn't no fucking cage and separation of families.
There was this thing where we basically left some immigrants and some kids to some hijackers and let them. And this was Obama administration left some kids to some hijackers and said, "Well, fuck, you gotta do what you do." And but this is the thing. But this is the thing. What I say about this, dog. The job of the presidency isn't to be perfect. It's to make it hard.
And it ain't to save everybody. It's like you can't.
Fundamentally,
there are hard calls, and like a lot of people in this Trump situation are bringing up, well, a lot of this shit was happening. During Obama too. And I'm like, my nigga, every president inherits the previous president's bullshit. So if
Obama inherited 400 years of bullshit.
Who other shit? Like some shit you step into is every like what is it? He's the 45. He's 45, right?
Mm-hmm. Trump
44. So Barack is 44.
Yeah,
so I'm inheriting 43. Of other people bullshit. So who's to say just because he had to make the hard call for all these reasons that there was other things that was positive? But the problem that we come down on Trump is not only the cages, is the fact that with every toxic and problematic thing that you said about immigrants and Hispanics, and basically say they all are thieves and gonna rape the kids and shit, and how you've been reveling in not only racism but xenophobia, as you've been reveling in this. And when we see these images and we see literally kids and parents being torn away from each other, that's why we dock you so hard, Trump, because Barack, that's swept under the rug because Barack probably wasn't for that shit. Let's do something good because I feel bad because I did something bad. Like, that's how Barack felt.
I allowed it.
You heard me? I allowed it. But Trump feels like, he's telling his racist right side, the ones that are racist, not everybody, that look what I did for America. I made America great just by doing this.
Now, see, here's the fucked up part about that part, though. When the subject first popped up and they asked him about it, he was saying that he couldn't do shit about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was saying like...
There was a law damn near.
Yeah, like there was a law in place that was put in by the Obama administration to where he couldn't basically take any fucking action. But now, all of a sudden,
because
you
of
can
huge
take fucking action. Yeah. Like, that's the infuriating part. Like, you said you couldn't, but then you turn around and fucking do it. And then you take the fucking credit for it. Like, it was your idea to do it in the first fucking place.
You know what the thing is, dog, also that pissed me off about it is... the thing it represents, like how we talked about that Baker winning that case, and how the niggas gonna start opening up shops where they saying we can't allow black folks, we can't allow this thing. That kind of reminds me of that too. Like this opens up a case for niggas to really start. Like niggas was already on a hunt for immigrants and migrants and shit like that. With white folks, racist folks, they was already on a hunt killing motherfuckers. I feel like this gives us an open door even more for them to be like, let's round them all up. Like let me take my civil duty and round them up for President Trump.
Patriotism.
This X-Men bitch, that's what we do doing the mutants to these motherfuckers. Round them up, round them up.
What do you call them things? The fucking robots they pick up the
Sentinels. We gonna see the Sentinels on the motherfuckers, dog.
Right, racist folks are Sentinels, dog. They coming to get you.
They coming to get you.
And it's like, and like I just hate the fact of.
That had to be what that felt like in slavery times. I'm sorry.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
That had to feel like every white person was a fucking sentinel. Like you could not be seen.
They're coming to get you.
Right.
Oh,
So
that's just fucking crazy.
And what kills me is people, instead of caring about the result, like even especially on the Trump side, or like apologizes, motherfuckers be like they keep on bringing up Barack, and I'm like, son, why y'all not caring about? Let's get to these results. I don't give a damn what Hillary did or Bill did or whatever. At this point, where we looking at it in our face and we see this as a problem, and it's in our grasp to stop. But instead of stopping, you rather point the finger that you should be voting towards this to stop. You rather point it at the other person on the side of the party line.
Son, they are fucking morons, dog. Like that is their only tactic. Textbook deflection.
You don't have to even point it at Trump. Let's say you take Trump out of it and go against the Congress. the fact that the Congress is so Republican, you're not gonna even go against the Congress either, dog. So it's like it's not even a matter of going against white folks. It's going against white superiority.
And all you old niggas need to up them seats, dog. The moment
They need
they
to die.
ever decide to say, they need to put a fucking age limit on all them niggas, dog. Just like you got an age limit before you can even run for president.
Right.
There
You
need to
get
be an
8 years.
age limit how old you can be in the House and in the Senate, dog. Because I'm
20
not.
years in the game.
So they got niggas who lived through Jim Crow got seats still, nigga. I don't want
High
no
power seats
nigga
too.
from that side, from back then, still having a seat. They got 70-year-olds that got Senate seats. If you're 70, you feel me? We go back 70 years.
You're probably
Fuck 70 years. Let's go back 50 years, because 70 years means there's a baby.
You can go back.
You go back 50
50
years. You have a different
a racist,
mindset
dog.
about the world.
Yes.
And how can I trust going into the future with someone so born in the past? Even if you keep up, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not being ageist. I'm being realistic.
Yeah,
you feel me?
people be
These
stuck in
people,
their ways,
they
dude.
excited about putting Bernie in office at the end of Trump. No, I don't want no motherfucking Bernie old ass in office, bruh.
I mean-
get some new blood. Get some young ideas. I understand you need the old heads to teach you and guide you. That's why I'm glad Barack, he's been gathering all the Democratic hopefuls and such, because he's trying to see, okay, how we gonna play this. So of course you get an old head to guide you. But as far as running the country, dog, we need more of a mix. We shouldn't look at all the ages in the goddamn house and all of them is 60 plus and shit.
Everybody got
50
white
plus.
hair.
Everybody. I ain't say they don't have none of them in there.
Right,
We need
of
more
course.
young
Yeah,
people
like
in
we need
there
more.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yo, we need more everything in that motherfucker.
Balance the
dog.
motherfucking books.
That bitch so unbalanced, dog. Right now, it's an older white man's party.
Period.
Yes. Yeah. Totally.
That's sad.
Only a few get invited.
The good old boys club, man.
And it keeps being a good old boys club, man. At some
Like,
point,
literally the good old.
And the thing
boys.
is, and the thing about this is that we hope for the youth, but as long as these niggas living and teaching this shit as well, you know, the youth. The only thing about the youth is that as time goes on, they're gonna have to bend more than these older motherfuckers do. But they still gonna have some of that rich shit in their heart as well.
I mean, the
I think
further
it'll be a pretty considerable lower percentage. Would you
it
like
gets
to say?
better every decade.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets
I
better.
mean, like white people for the most part are slowly moving in the right direction. You hear
Slowly
me?
becoming human beings.
It's just,
I ain't
it's
gonna
just
say
still,
that.
there's like still a couple of
For the
shitty ass
most of them.
loud
You know what I'm
voices.
saying? I mean, because we're not over white supremacy. It's still definitely it is
Over the world.
White supremacy and racism are ever evolving. They evolving species, creature. That's a come when like people be like, no, I'm not racist, because I'm like, no, nigga, like just because it's not textbook 1930s racism, which means you're racist by calling me a nigger.
Right, like you
Right.
might not be a Klan member.
Right,
You don't
dog.
want it in your neighborhood.
But right, dog,
Yeah.
shit evolves.
Right.
It just
Yeah,
it
Nazi.
just does.
You might not be a fucking.
But
Fucking
you still clutch
Hell's
your person
Angel.
and fucking passing you up on the sidewalk.
But I do believe, like, you know what I mean, we might die before it's completely equal. Most likely
I
we
agree
will
with
die.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm optimistic about seeing, like, if you look at the white people of today, you know what I mean, they're more woke than like
It's
people, white
getting
people of the
better.
90s and the 80s and the 70s.
They ain't got no
It
choice.
is.
True.
You know what I mean? Well, they do.
Cause I
We whipping more ass.
I
Put
do,
more-
I do
we
know
burning
a
more
ton of
bills.
white people that like really kind of like shock me. Like, wow, like you're really like progressive.
You get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really do get it.
I do
Like,
appreciate-
That like gives me hope. you
I
know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
the progressive white person, but I don't. I also want to tell to the progressive white person, don't get too progressive where you can start telling me about this shit, about how I can run this shit.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck your cat, Griffin. And it apparently got bars talking about somebody said, you know, bars can refuse Trump supporters. I mean, like, and
That's so petty.
this white dude popped up and be like, that's not fair. I'm like, nigga, where were you with the cake
baker?
baking and the black
what
shit?
the fuck?
Or any time of anything you seen when niggas like we refuse service to anyone.
Right.
When they see that
They
sign.
have the right to refuse.
Right, so you just noticing when it's Trump supporters getting kicked out of shit?
I think honestly, you know
Cause that's
what?
a lot of niggas who
And you can hide you a Trump supporter. You ain't got to wear the hat.
Yeah, like
can't hide your bigotry.
Right.
No, they like no, no.
Can't hide that.
I mean, on the flip, I mean, you can't hide if you black.
I think this
You
is
know?
fake news on some shit because every single bar in America has the right to refuse anyone for anything.
So the fact they do it, it just I wouldn't say it's fake news, but I think it's definitely some.
It's
some,
just
some,
a click piece.
A judge in New York City has ruled in favor of a bar that kicks someone
Wow,
out
alright.
for wearing America Great Again hat. Philadelphian Greg Piatek was booted from the happiest hour in January of 2017, just after Donald Trump's inauguration because he was wearing a red MAGA hat. So the 31-year-old sued the place, claiming the incident offended his sense of being American, according to the lawsuit. But according to the happiest hour's lawyer, Elizabeth Conway, political beliefs are not protected from discrimination by law. Only religious beliefs are.
That's a fact.
Supporting Trump is not a religion, she said.
She said it was a god, nigga.
Trump is my God. He's my God.
Yeah, that's a marriage, nigga.
God. If you guys go knock on doors, if you guys got the word of Trump today, you're interested in being a part of the Trump
Have you heard
order.
the gospel of Jesus Trump?
Oh, yeah. Trump is Christ.
Read the Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Follow his Twitter.
The purpose of the hat. He counterpointed. Look at his bullshit. He said the purpose of the hat is that he wore it because he was visiting a 9/11 memorial. He was paying tribute to the victims of 9/11.
Get the
Make America Great Again hat was part of his spiritual belief.
Out of here. I'm gonna fight. Swear up, bitch. Swear the fuck up, bitch. You're insulting my intelligence right now.
Oh my God.
I feel played.
Somebody.
You trying to spin that to your religious belief?
After
9/11 and make America great. I want to stand on the stones that fell down.
I'll kick you.
From probably America itself.
After an hour-long investigation into PodTech's alleged spiritual program, the judge decided there was nothing outrageous about Trump supporters' removal from the bar. It's unclear at this time whether the decision will be appealed, but if PodTech plans on patronizing this bar again, he may want to leave his trucker hat at home. Exactly. All you got to do is not wear the hat and tell a nigga if he even question you, I'm a Democrat now. How you going to call
Man,
me?
he ain't got a question. He ain't gonna question
No,
you, dog.
but even if he did, because he won't. But even if he did.
Then he be like, man, it's my fucking business. Serve me a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got here to discuss political
Also,
parties.
My thing is this though, like you're about to spend money on a lawyer for this.
Right. All you gotta do is walk in there with no
gonna
hat. I'll go to another fucking
Go
bar.
to another fucking bar.
Trippy shit, dog. But we talking about just how the slippery slope
Shout out
of
to the
the
owner
gay
that
cake
threw his ass out,
situation.
Yeah.
But it's funny that
look.
it slipped into this.
Yeah.
Look, and it's funny because bars do this to black people all the time. No
Even without
hoodies,
saying it.
no baggy
Coded language.
shirts,
Coded language.
no bandanas, no head wraps,
Excessive jewelry.
no
No,
white
no
t-shirts,
do-rags.
no
I'm
white
saying.
beaters,
No sneakers, tennis shoes.
no baggy. I saw no baggy pants.
Yeah.
That's
I
at Blue
see that
Bayou.
a lot.
And that's not to say all black people are like that, but we get the coded language. You trying
Right.
to force us into respectability shit.
Yeah,
We
but
just
that's
be
not
like,
how
you know what we
it's-
do?
But
We
you
want to
let-
go. We just don't wear it.
Or
And we
just not
so
go to your
used
spot.
to it, or just not go to the spot.
Right.
But we just so used to it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy. You're not even used to being like, hey, you can't wear that here.
Because you're white. Right.
That-
you're not used to that. Right. Because as black people all through
We
history
so
in the
used to
context
that.
of blackness, we're used to our skin being a problem.
Yeah.
Period.
Always.
Just broad. It's a
By default.
broad statement, but
By
it
default.
lands
Yeah.
in budget. We used to that shit. So when we hear shit like that happening to black people, like what happened in Waffle House again, when we, you know what I mean, we be like, we get mad about it, but we only get mad about it in the context of we still going through this shit
Yeah,
in 2018.
really still.
Not because
Yep.
we're surprised. It's like, damn, in 2018 though.
It's still happening.
But y'all just tripped out that it's happening at all.
This is making me angry to pay for food that they never got.
Oh, you mean on this Waffle House shit?
Yes.
Look at it. Read that bit.
On May 2nd at a Waffle House in Fort Walton Beach. Oh my God! Of course it's in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Florida.
Texas.
Florida. Just
Damn.
Scoot up.
right now. Nothing.
Sorry, there we go.
A couple identified in the police report as Donald Copeland and Miss Hart placed a to-go order around 1 a.m. before receiving their food. Oh my God, my eyes.
My bad, America. We just clicked too close.
Okay.
I mean, I just clicked too close. You see it?
Oh God.
We're gonna get to you there before receiving the food.
Oh, there it is. Before receiving their food, a glass of orange juice arrived, which started the dispute.
Okay.
Okay.
According to the
glass.
state.com.
The couple said the menu listed the price of the orange juice at $1, but they were charged $2.50 for the drink on their bill. That's whack. They argued the charge and refused to pay the additional $1.50. Fuck, I'd argue that shit too.
Especially if the sign says it.
The couple called the 1-800 customer service to complain,
Instantly.
but the Waffle House employee called the police. In the report, the employee accused the man of being irate, screaming, and cussing.
That's all you gotta say.
Is there video?
We're gonna get
And
to
the
it in a
police-
second.
All right.
Oh,
Once the
Jesus.
cops
They
arrived,
got to take it out.
Once the cops arrived, they immediately took to the side of the Waffle House, demanding the couple come outside and then saying they needed to go back inside and pay for the food they never received. Officers handcuffed Copeland, put him in the back of the car, and then handcuffed Hart. At the point of the video, you can hear Hart say, "We didn't get no food or no." Oh wait, God, I can't read. We didn't get no food or nothing in front of us. We didn't get nothing from them, nothing at all. We haven't been served at all. We haven't been served. So how is it theft?
Wow.
We asked her to explain the bill to us. She gave us no food for nothing and called you guys. Watch the disturbing video below.
Oh shit, where did the video go?
I'm already angry.
He said, we just started and he said, I'm already angry. So dumb.
It just seems so absurd.
There you are.
There you are.
Come on. Oh, I'm gonna put my hands on you. Get out of here.
That's the police.
Yeah.
You want to trespass? No. He's gonna come off the list. I'm gonna call him. You want to trespass? If you want him gone.
We're leaving, but we just trying to
Step it up.
we ordered our food, we went on her charges
Then
right.
pay for your food.
We went on $100 and went on her charges right. We were trying to get her to fix the receipt, and she walked up and called you instead of fixing the $1 thing on the receipt. Instead of just listen what
Is that your balls with the strap?
Talk to me like a man. Back up.
Now, I want to stop right here and say this. Okay, we on the police cam, right? And as soon as I saw this nigga, I already knew these people saw a nigga. He tall,
He had on
you know what I mean?
Jabos.
He got Jabos. He got on Jabos shorts.
Which almost gave him a little merit. I was like, you ain't got no merit.
He got on a sweaty gray wife beater. You know what I mean? He already somebody that a cop or a white person, whomever, is trained. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at him, I'm just saying, I see why they see that, but I also see this man just look frustrated and he's on the phone. He wasn't being disrespectful. He was like, no, hold up, I'm on the phone. And the extra part is I'm throwing in here is this. That woman calmly
told him what was going
explained
on.
the entire situation.
But he wanted to swing his racist dick around. He wanted to be the macho nigga and the racist nigga.
Not just his racist dick around, but his police, the power shit.
He want to be macho and he want to be racist.
That's just so...
Power heavy ass. Step back.
That's fine, because I'm recording too.
His ego is hurt because the black man ain't showing him no respect.
But the black man is hurt because of how he came in him in the first place when he got into the door.
No. That's not my point. That's true, but that's not my point. I'm just saying on the level of, like, we don't have to kiss your ass, cops.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what you say, we see what's going on with the black man. You feel me? But I'm saying you can just see in this whole situation of,
and that bruises any cop's ego.
That's my point.
Hear the steam?
Because it's like I'm a cop.
Right. Nigga, this sound effect.
Nigga,
he just did that live with his body, with his mouth, ladies and gentlemen.
Hear the steam.
When you hear that.
That's how the cop felt, for real.
Nigga building up.
And that's when you know it's about to get dangerous, when a cop feel played. Fuck
Especially a white
racism,
cop.
fuck all, that's true, but fuck the racist side of it, dog. Just the fact that I got this badge.
Right. Yeah. Nigga, who you talking to?
Yeah.
Why? Because he didn't show him no real respect, but once again,
get out here.
This don't concern you, sir. I did nothing wrong.
Right.
If white people do this shit all the time to cops, black or white.
That's the thing, dog. The thing about this is, dog, I don't condone his behavior, but I got to because he has the liability of getting killed behind this. When a white person, that's what I'm saying. That's why I condone it.
Wait. Whose behavior? Whose behavior?
Like, if he was white, I wouldn't condone his behavior because I'm like, dog.
The black man.
Yeah, if he's a white man, I would be like, yo, son, why did you fucking talk to the cop? And he handled your ass up. He's like, nigga, like, go talk to you. You came in there with aggressive, like. So I wouldn't condone it with a white person. So, but the only reason I'm saying I condone it for this black dude is because he has a liability of getting murdered. You know what I'm saying? So like, because a part of when he's talking, it's like, dog, maybe you should have. If a cop's calling, maybe you should go and talk to this nigga, this and third, and tell him what's going on calmly without getting aggressive. But not only do you have the past of getting shot, but the fact that it is like, I'm saying I condone the black dude because he has the possibility to get shot. If a white person did this,
you condone? That's a weird statement. That's the wrong word.
All right, because the thing is, dog, if it was a white person, I'd be totally like, man, get this white boy talking to you, just trying to come see what the situation is. Go get the snatch this nigga up.
You think the black dude should have went outside
and talked to him calmly?
So basically, you're saying that you condone what he's doing,
right
that you
now.
Agree with what he's doing.
Only on the basis of the fact that he can get
those two don't go
with
together.
It.
Yeah, you sound like you say you want him to get murdered.
No, I'm
That's
saying that.
I think we know what you're trying to say.
I'm saying I condone his behavior.
You saying
it's acceptable, like dog.
You give him props?
Why is it acceptable?
I would say
acceptable for him to be rude if you're saying he could get shot? That's not acceptable.
No, because like I don't want to say go out there and talk to the police. I guess what I'm trying to say is
you saying he a G because he's not doing that.
No, he's saying what you really trying to say is I feel like even though I get why he's mad right now, I still feel like he should go holler at the cop outside, so it wouldn't escalate because you know how cops are.
Right, because like he has the potential to die.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So because he could die, even though I understand why he's mad about this, why he's being kind of standoffish and saying "fuck you, cop." You still feel like I feel you,
up stupid.
But you need to go outside.
As a black man in America, you probably should have.
And then part of me is also saying like why you don't have that luxury. Too.
Right.
Like white people got luxury to click out.
And that sucks.
You know you ain't got that shit, dog.
And like
you know what's happening.
Here's the thing also, dog, like you can go outside and still do your call. You know what I'm saying? And like still get your shit handled.
So he can't fuck with you on a trespassing kick or something?
True.
Yeah.
That's
true.
True.
Like beat that charge because trespassing is a charge.
An easy charge.
You know what I'm
if
saying?
they say they want you out of here, they have to you have to get out of here. The police have to take you out.
They have to get you out.
And they ain't about to waste no time, dog.
Did they give him a trespassing charge or just a theft?
They probably gave him a trespassing. Probably had to throw it off knowing these fuckers.
Nah, but they would have written it in here if they got a trespassing charge. But even if in this case they didn't, what you're saying is still right. You know what I mean? It's not like maybe if they didn't, like what you're saying is still right. But at the end of the day, y'all both right, and I still say you right on he could get murdered, but in an ideal world, man, a motherfucker should be able to not kiss your ass because I did nothing wrong. Even though you're absolutely right. And I think you're absolutely right. The reality is what happens to a nigga that look like that. And I also say a nigga like a tall black white beater jabot wearing nigga, not even wearing socks with his shoes.
It's like you're about to say a big tall white beating.
Oh, white beater wearing, nah.
Look like a white beating ass nigga.
I know, but like I hear you.
But I also say this: if they had two other cops that possibly looked like him who were black, they made him. He probably got slammed, but his merits of surviving would have went down lower than his white cop.
Very little.
I don't say very little because black cops. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't trust black cops either.
I've had my worst experiences with black cops.
But I don't know too many black cop stories where they shooting up.
Yeah, they do. A lot of motherfuckers that died over the last shit weren't just white cops.
I know it wasn't, but like.
And it's more white cops than blacks. Yeah, but these black cops have done some fuck shit too. Like the niggas in that goddamn car that killed your boy in the back seat. I was like,
and I'm not saying that like, cause the thing is, dog, I think anybody can be that wear that blue.
That blue is that blue.
Can fuck corrupt you.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. But white people still got if it came
like,
down
it's
to
off the dump, it's a threat. If you'd have came down and saw you, it'd only been like.
3 white cops
scared
me more.
They would have thought you was like just like nigga, we could murder you, nigga, like on some shit.
3 white cops scared me more, but I'm not saying a black cop wouldn't beat my ass or kill me because they do that too.
Yeah, they definitely do.
And when I've actually been assaulted, it was from black cops. White cops have like been disrespectful, been extra, whatever, but getting hit, getting slammed, getting hacked up, that was niggas. I got guns pulled out on both sides.
Because they niggas. Niggas feel like they can't do that because you black.
Oh, because like, dog, a lot of times they be feeling like they gotta prove something to their white counterparts or some shit, dog.
Yeah, Also, I think it's easier to hit. I think it's easier for a black cop to hit a black person than for him to strike down a white boy. Besides the merits of what can happen when you hit white people, but the fact is how so much in some systems we taught to hate at each other.
It's still biased because what you said is right. A black cop would probably be more hesitant to beat up a white boy, but a white cop would still be about beating up a black cop or a white boy. But he ain't gonna kill the white boy, that's all. The white cop beat up white boys too. They just don't kill them.
Sometimes they kill them.
Yeah.
But not as much. That's all. But they kill them sometimes. You're right.
The innocent dude had his hands up. He just got
white boys. If you go into a town that's all white boys getting killed because there's only white people there. You know what I mean? The police say they probably be fucked up. But when you talk about like when you look at these egregious stories of white people surviving, we have no egregious black stories.
Yeah.
We have no black stories of this nigga even ran away and hit this man in the face.
And shot 2 other people on the way.
Dude,
and then we brought him in.
But we've had stories of the full-blown attack of the police.
Yeah.
Still came in justified. What's the little kid that just got killed? Antwon, the other boy, just got killed. Shot in the fucking back.
The one that
running away because they said they shot the fucking boy because they couldn't keep up with him. What?
Whoa!
Wow. Let me find this story. I thought it was on my list, but where's this boy? Go like it, but just whatever you guys say about that while I pull this up, dog. But
so
yeah,
the fact that alone, I've used the words what you just said alone. If they shot him because they couldn't keep up with him, is the most tone deaf, unhuman.
His name
disrespectful, disgusting thing I ever heard in my life, son. I shot him because I couldn't keep up with him.
Look at this little boy right here, man.
Yes, this big ass fucking threat. This kid.
Teen who ran from police.
Antwon Rose, that's his name. Hours after being sworn in on a local force, hours after, a suburban Pittsburgh officer...
90 minutes.
Hold up. Yeah, suburban Pittsburgh officer fatally shot an unarmed 17-year-old who ran when police stopped a vehicle that was suspected to be involved in an earlier shooting. Suspected to be involved.
That's his fear tactic right there.
You hear me? I'm saying this...
It's always fit the profile. The car fit the profile. Yeah.
Come on. The medical examiner's office and the family attorney identified the victim as Antwon Rose II of Rankin. Antwon, an African-American, died at a hospital. He had been a passenger in the car. This nigga was the passenger at that. Which authorities suspected of being involved in the shooting earlier Tuesday in a nearby community.
Tuesday, all right.
Protesters on Wednesday converged on East Pittsburgh, the borough. Sometime about before 8:30 Tuesday, someone fired 9 .40 caliber rounds at a 22-year-old in North Braddock Borough. The victim who returned fire was struck and taken to the hospital. He was treated and released. Witnesses, including one who flagged down a police officer, described the vehicle in the shooting. 13 minutes later, East Pittsburgh officers saw a silver Chevy Cruze, which matched the vehicle's description. The officer stopped the car around 8:40. The officer ordered the driver out of the car and onto the ground. Police said Antwon and another passenger bolted from the vehicle, and the East Pittsburgh officer opened fire, striking Antwon. Reggie Shuford, executive director of ACLU of Pennsylvania, said Thursday it appears the East Pittsburgh officer disregarded the basic humanity of this boy. Fleeing from a scene does not give law enforcement the right to indiscriminately shoot young boys or anyone. No one, especially children, should ever fear death at the hands of police. Lethal force should be an absolute last resort, not a first option. Oh my goodness.
All right, so
and
look.
the officers weren't wearing body cams.
All right. Of course they weren't.
They fell out.
The guy right there, what's his name? Did you just quote it?
Reggie Shuford, the executive director of the ACLU of Pennsylvania.
He said it right then and there, dog, because when you hear the story of the car got pulled over, match description, so you get pulled over, you both out and run. All right, in my mind, all right, whatever it is, he's guilty. But at least I can at least see that something's not right. But none of that ever gives merit to shooting. You know what I'm saying? Right. Unless some kids was busting at you,
right.
Then there's no reason for your gun to pull out.
And
even if you don't catch him, if you gotta wait till next time, if you gotta whatever has to happen, the thing is you don't open your gun.
Yeah. The county police superintendent Coleman McDonald said the shooting could be justified if the officer thought there was an imminent threat of death.
Right, he's running away from
the officers or others, meaning if your life was in danger, or you was about to kill someone else. Yeah,
but that's not what happened. You could just put that on any situation.
I mean,
you can't.
No. You say intimate amount of death. Like the thing is, white folks have bended that shit to where it works for them. But the rule is that when
what Joe said, unless that nigga busting at you or busting at others, you're not supposed to shoot at the kid. That's what the superintendent.
Anybody.
Yeah, he said
anybody.
The thing you was just saying was about the whole death thing, which means that but you can't shoot unless you feel like a nigga about to kill you. So the messed up thing is it says that he returned fire at some point, which means he did have the other guy, right, who was driving.
So check this out. I know what he's saying. So the story about the car earlier, not the car that got pulled over, but the car earlier that was in the witness statement. Apparently they had opened fire. So
nobody opened fire on the cops.
The cop that shot, he just got sworn in, so he didn't get open fired on. This on the call from a whole other day.
Yeah, different thing. Oh no, fuck that. I thought. I'm sorry.
They was like armed and dangerous.
Yeah, but see, somebody in a blue car, in a blue Cruze, shot at some niggas and they returned fire.
Right, that's what I thought.
Then that's what witnesses told the cops the motherfuckers was in a blue Cruze that was shooting.
Right, got you.
So then they think
it's
Antwon Rose and his partner, which it could not even. It's just probably.
So, which still to me, what goes back to what Devin was saying, if they did feel like that was them and they felt like they could just say, like, in the report, yo, I felt like I thought that was them. I felt like I saw the nigga reach. So I mean,
that's
fire.
The crooked shit. But then when you
that's what I'm saying.
But when you throw in the context of what happened, a witness to the shooting captured it on video, posted on Facebook. In the video, police SUV is seen stopped in the middle of the street as another police car pulls up behind it. 2 people are seen running from the Chevy Cruze. Within seconds, 3 shots ring out. Come on, man. The runners appear to drop to the ground. The woman recording the video says, "Why are they shooting at him? All they did was run and they shooting at them." So that kills All that.
I saw it.
On
I saw the
video,
video.
boom.
I saw the video.
Seconds within, boom, boom. You ain't thinking that these niggas gonna shoot you that fast.
Yeah.
If they ever feel like,
but you
if
can't
they
play,
ever
you can play
feel
that
like
card.
you reached, if they
will play that card. But what we're saying is they shouldn't get away with that card.
They should not get away
But
with
they've
it.
gotten
That's
away
the
with
only
less.
card. That's the only card they gotta play. And they'll scream it because they know that's the card they're gonna play. Somebody gonna say, I think I see a gun, or don't reach for nothing, or they just gonna start saying it as soon as they pull up. Soon as they pull up, they saying there may be a gun. I think I see. They're like just don't reach for that gun. They just gonna start spurring shit out.
Antwon was unarmed. McDonald told reporters, but 2 semi-auto firearms were recovered from the floor of the vehicle.
Nasi.
That's funny. They left the guns. They had the guns. They left
but
the
see,
guns.
in a law, dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog,
That's gonna get flipped
the thing
on.
is, if you
It's definitely gonna get flipped.
Yeah.
But Antwon got.
That's bad.
But
It's
Antwon
bad.
was unarmed.
But look, that's the thing, dog. Both of them was unarmed.
You left the gun.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
No, it wasn't Antwon gun is what they saying. They saying the gun was in the floor of the driver's
So he
seat.
could have been in a bad company.
Yeah,
He could have been
it
wrong
was
place all the
driver's
time.
guns. It was a driver's guns.
Maybe.
Like I'm gonna say an asterisk of maybe not. We don't know yet at this point.
Yeah, we don't
But
know, yeah.
the thing is though, if you know, let's say you get the call, they're armed and dangerous. You come out guns drawn, but you don't come out guns busting.
I agree.
And if they run, they're running.
All they did was run.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
That
You
was
don't
the other
bust.
fucking case, man.
It don't. I don't give a fuck if they found a car full of tanks,
Right.
like grenades,
Right.
fucking and weapons of mass destruction.
Right.
They ran, son.
They just
And
ran.
by our law, dog, they're not hurting you. You got to go get them another way.
You gotta get in the.
They didn't even
Usually
try to
they
use
get in the
force.
car.
They didn't even attempt any
Usually you
intimidation.
see somebody
Right.
run, you go
No
get in the
intimidation.
car.
Dog, this is one of them times,
They
dog,
ran.
that if you would have ran and chased this motherfucker down and then whipped his ass a little bit for making you run, I wouldn't be mad at you.
I wouldn't be mad.
I'd be like, dog, they got guns in the car, motherfucker, man. Go ahead,
They got like
made you
rubber
run.
bullets and
You know.
everything, son.
Yeah,
Like they got
true.
ways to shoot.
They have
niggas
tasers
and
that shoot that far,
not
too.
killing them. You know what I'm saying?
They have
dog?
tasers
just-
that definitely shoot.
They just picked
It wasn't that man. I'm just saying it wasn't that man car. He was a passenger, and the guns was found in the floor of the car. So I'm gonna say it's the drivers on that level.
I'm gonna say this, dog. If this man has no level that he played in it,
Right,
shooting
and
before,
that's even worse.
then, dog,
But you right on level up. Even if it was his gun, he don't deserve to get shot for running. But I'm saying
that's the whole thing.
But I'm sticking in the
But
story.
I'm not gonna paint him as an angel if he's a part of it. Right now, until all the facts come out, I'm gonna just say, dog,
Yeah.
that is a wrongful death.
It's a
Period.
wrongful
and the cop
death.
needs to pay for that.
Because it could have been them that shot at them niggas, dog. Could have been. But nah, son,
been.
I'm not about to like you just said. You said it. You wrapped it all up, bro. Like, nah, bro. This man did not deserve to die
Period.
for running.
He's supposed to have
Nobody
in the car.
deserved to die
Most
for running.
times.
None of that shit.
No, dog, that's the law, son. That's the whole thing about Mike Brown's case.
But-
that motherfuckers was like, dog, he's so far away, so far not a threat.
But they don't see our humanity.
Right, they don't
like
see us
you
as
just
humans.
said, we didn't have like at least 3 stories
Just
of
like
mother-
that.
exactly
Of
like
like
this.
niggas running and getting
pop.
popped.
Running pop. At least one of them,
In the
somebody
back?
shot. We read recently, somebody shot the cop and he shot and it was fucked
Right.
up. But no intimidation. Your first mind went, niggers running, pop.
Pop, right.
Whoa.
I'm not, fuck, I can't catch him. They got that third muscle.
Back.
You
I
remember?
gotta catch him by any means.
And it's a trip, dog, that we're in the same context of lynchings are on the rise.
I know, right? They coming back like they
Isn't
never left.
that basically a lynching?
Dog.
That is, but we talking about
No,
actual
no,
lynchings,
no,
like
no.
roping lynchings.
Oh, like
we talking about hangings.
Yeah,
nigga.
niggas out there getting like something like
Like lynching used to be that tar and feather shit.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
talking
lie,
about
dog.
the hanging shit.
In Mississippi, maybe
Bodies are
every
being found
other
hung.
year, I would hear a story about somebody getting hung when I go back to Mississippi. Every other year, they were like, "Oh, such and such got hung."
There's been one in Atlanta. No, there've been
Like it's
3 in
all new.
Atlanta, a couple in Mississippi. There've been a few in Alabama. What's his most recent one? Like, it's just like, dog, the context of this country is trippy. And like, some people say, Trump is the nigga that hit the switch, but like, Trump hit a switch, but he didn't turn nothing on. He just made something.
Nah, he
No,
didn't
he
turn
fucking
nothing on.
validated.
He validated what was
the
already
fucking shit.
there.
Because the
It was
whole fucking
already
shit
there.
Yeah, because in this fucking country,
Oklahoma, this is where it's at now. Look, we at like lynchings.
we have been living under this myth that there is no way possible that the people of this country could elect a racist douchebag for president.
Because we're not racist.
Yeah,
Barack was
because
elected.
we are not racist. Like, we all thought it was
Because
fucking
Barack, yeah.
impossible. But once that fucking shit happened, that shit validated
We
bigotry.
still here.
Like, bigotry actually is right because the people voted for it. So, yes, of course.
Come on, son.
It's this weird validation shit,
And all these
son.
weird ass words they use that be alluding to like the Hitler shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
all these symbols and shit. Like why?
Even though
like American ass shit.
I mean, it's just so much coded language that you be like, wait, that's what Hitler said. Or don't trust the news. Don't trust the media.
And the thing is,
we pulled out of the UN piece. Like, why the fuck did America pull out of the UN? Like, what?
And you know what?
You even got Jeff Sessions quoting the same Bible quotes that they told slaves, saying that you got to be a slave because that's the law, and God says you must follow the law of man. Since the law of man is slavery, you going against God if you don't be a slave. And he's saying the same shit about the immigrants, and you gonna evoke that language in history? Like, dog, we living in a very trippy time.
Yeah, it's very trippy.
The thing about these white men, dog, is that they can go kill, like shoot them down or stab them, but they hanging because this is a message that's trying to be sent all across. Is that the South is rising again kind of message? You know what I'm saying?
It's not in the South.
It's not the stuff.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that message.
The metaphor of it. The metaphor of it. I understand what you're saying. It's just because everywhere. It's like, damn. It's like white people all across our nation is tripping.
I feel like they didn't plan shit like up in Guardians of the Galaxy too. When you bought planted a piece of him in every planet, I feel like racists have planted a piece of them in every part of this country.
And on top of that, dog, women in Chicago have been getting like kidnapped and killed.
What?
Like that's
crazy, dog.
Like with all this crazy shit going on, like
R. Kelly.
Is R. Kelly behind this?
I feel like he's a piece of it.
Wow.
He might be.
And a quiet.
Yeah.
Like, damn. He said that so strong. Like, oh God.
But the fact that nobody said no. Nobody said no.
You know what, Joe? We've been going for a minute. I really don't even want to get into the nitty-gritty details of it, but you can look this up. Like, women, black, Hispanic, all over Chicago, there's been like at least 6 or 7 cases of them getting kidnapped. Their bodies are being found, and they say this epidemic is not getting enough shine. So, like, go research that yourself.
I don't see how that's fucking even happening in broad daylight. People are just getting kidnapped like this.
Who says broad daylight? There's all kinds of ways you can get
Dog,
kidnapped.
alright, there is, dog, but how they doing this shit by the mass numbers? How? That's fucking crazy, dog. That's fucking...
It's 2018, dog. They got all kind of shit out now. There's all kind of ways to do shit and just catch a motherfucker slipping tenders and all kind of just ways you could just dupe somebody in Facebook Market. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come through.
Human trafficking on the rise, period.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. How is that on the rise? Human trafficking, but I mean...
Because of what Deuce just said. We got the technology.
What I mean as a more human nature of people, how is sex trafficking on the rise? Like, what does that speak as a human nature of this world?
Who said we moral as a country?
I guess not, right?
Who says we're moral as human?
Probably the least.
Oh, that's probably religion? How do you?
Fuck no.
Fuck no!
It's a spiritual belief.
We need common sense.
We need common sense.
We need to put the shoe on the other foot sometimes.
And actually take it in. You know what I mean? Because, like, what Mr. old Tupac quote about wishing, like, you know what I mean, the rich and the poor could live in each other's shoes. Every 2 weeks they switch so you can understand each other's gripes. And I feel like black and white people, like, we all need to, like, really get times of, man, dude, would you wish this...
White people ain't gonna survive with the shit we gotta deal with.
Would you wish this upon yourself or your kids? But that's the thing too. So much lack of empathy. It's like empathy and apathy are really on the rise.
Man, that's Jane Elliott, dog. If anybody in this room would like to spend one day as a black person, please stand. And nobody fucking stood up.
I mean, but then they got levels. Like, the Oppression Olympics is real because I would want to be a trans person shoes.
Also,
I would want to be in a black lesbian shoes. Yeah. They got so many levels.
I mean, you gotta pick
let's not rule out black lesbian.
A black butch lesbian, son?
But no.
I mean,
I might like
all the bad bitches.
I might think I'm good at that shit.
You know what I mean. I don't mean to generalize.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I'm glad you called me on that. I don't mean to generalize and say all black, but it's just in the context, in the context of our country, dog. A black lesbian woman. When you talk about rights, when you talk about laws,
that's like you already. That's 3 strikes.
My nigga, it's a lot of like
you're black, you're a woman, and you're lesbian.
Right.
Like that's 3 reasons.
You're a 3-time felon.
You will probably wouldn't
get
hired somewhere.
You're a 3-time felon. And if you're not if you're not attractive to society's world view and perspective.
Oh, then you got a whole bunch of other
stuff.
Oh God, you got many estrogens now.
Because you know, a pretty lesbian nigga don't know, nigga don't care, dog. But if you match the description that makes people,
bro,
if you're not part of standard,
you're a woman. You're you're a lesbian.
A butch lesbian at
And
that.
one that wants to be. These are 3 visible reasons why a motherfucker will not just hire you. And I'm not saying that's. And I'm saying that's wrong as fuck. Let me just say that. I'm just saying like to agree with what you were saying. Like I wouldn't want to be in those shoes to deal with that. But I would like to be in the other shoes where they go to
when they start fucking.
Yeah.
But like trans women, nah. But anyway, we gonna wrap up the ETOUFEE today. Though we covered a myriad of topics.
Yeah.
We got into
conversation today.
Yes, indeed, man. Cause dog, you can't help it, dog. It's like we living in a crazy world.
I wish we could have talked about one of them though.
You know what I mean? What?
Women chases down racists. Like what that was about.
I mean, motherfucker called her racist and she ran up on this nigga. like, I'm a nigga, huh? She ran up on him with the camera. Go Google that. Go Google that shit.
I thought she ran him over with the eye.
Oh, nah.
It ran down.
Ran down on that bitch twice.
Nah, she called him out and, he bitched up and apologized.
Nigga said she drew down on that nigga.
I'm a nigga, huh? Well, you're a dead white man. You're a dead white man.
You a dead hunk.
I bet you racial
slurs. Is that what you think I am? A honky? Yeah.
Little Cage reference. But yeah, that was that ETOUFEE of the day.
Man.
Oh my God, man. Trip your fucking soul. So we gonna get to that deal, DeuceThePoet.
Stop the madness. 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 Stop the madness.
All right. So, I guess in new fashion, we're going to let D-Mac introduce this shit because that's just the right motherfucking thing to do.
It is.
So, let's see. So, for your daily dose of America, oh my Lord. I already like it. I like the face. Jesse Williams, you guys remember that guy, very outspoken activist for the black community and many other things.
That y'all turned on when he started fucking that white girl.
Sure did.
No.
Allegedly.
Let's start with this. That when he was hot to y'all, when he was hot to people, y'all shitting on that man's wife, calling her ugly, saying she don't deserve him. Then when he said he was gonna break up with her, y'all was like, we wonder why, and we wish we could get a shot. Then when he was allegedly smashing the white girl, dating the white girl, y'all was like, so mad at him for that shit.
Graham cracker.
And I was trying to say this man was fake about everything he was saying, as if you can't be down for the cause and still date a white woman or fuck a white woman or whatever. Right. The only cause I give you is you feel cheating on his wife with the white woman, that is fucked up. But y'all was mostly hating on it because he was fucking a white woman and after he was with the black woman, as if he was not riding for black people all the time. But so this divorce, go ahead, my nigga. I just want to throw that out there too, because people was blowing me on that shit.
Y'all always showing y'all buttholes with that one, stinky ones too. But according to TMZ, who of course we can totally trust as a fucking news source.
What's fucked up is now we can.
Yeah, that's like trippy now, dude.
Because back when they first came out,
nobody believed that shit.
Right, bullshit.
What the fuck?
They got sources now.
Oh, they got scoops.
They got
plugs.
Some people talking to TMZ first.
Maybe they under new management. Who fucking knows? But Jesse Williams' divorce just got doubly expensive, ladies and gentlemen. 100 bands a month.
100 months? How many months?
Oh, wait, hold on. Jesse has been ordered to pay.
It says 100 bands a month in child support and spousal support. And he got to get a kid for like. So
is that 200,000 or is that?
No. That's what makes it 100. Go ahead, dude.
Jesse has been ordered to pay 50 bands a month in child support to estranged wife Aaron Drake Lee. He had previously been ordered to pay over $50K a month in spousal. That was up from $33K. They have 2 kids, and the boom was inevitably going to be lowered on Jesse in the child support department. His lawyers had argued that the $50,000 a month in spousal support should cover child support expenses. I fucking agree with that. But that's not the law. Courts separate child from spousal support, and I guess that's necessary for a myriad of reasons. But according to court docs, Jesse pulls in $500,000 a month. Over $500,000 a month. $521,000 to be exact.
Boy, that Grey's Anatomy money.
Man, I'm a trip, dog.
I mean, dog, you got that loot, dog.
Like, dog, you all right. I get it. Out of 500 a month, you were giving $100,000 up, and that's a lot. That is a lot.
And actually, wait, because we don't know this nigga's fucking monthly expenses. Like, he's living a rock star lifestyle.
Is he? I never seen him pulling up in nothing crucial.
I'm about to say. But no, I don't know.
but I don't know.
I see what dude's coming from. Like when he be out, he be on bummy, dog.
Really?
Dog, he be in the hoodie. Like that's how you
That's
get
He woke up like that.
That's fucking Kanye West line. That shit costs like $10,000. Fuck all that.
So you wait, hold on. Kanye came out with a fucking $18,000 hole in the shirt, and that shit was fucking bummy as fuck. I don't give a fuck how rich it is. How poor you look is how poor you look.
He ain't one of the flash
right now, bro.
But get what you still would say. He ain't what you say. What you say?
I'm just saying, like, for us.
Nigga got Jabati hoodie on.
Yeah, fuck.
That is
bull. fucking see you. That is an artistic fucking
That is
tie.
not. That is no. This nigga stupid. She said the way the strings on the hoodie is artistic.
It's artistic, dog. It's artesian. That's the word. That's what I wanted. It's artisan. It's artesian.
He had 8-year-old girls in Malaysia tie his fucking hoodie ties specifically.
That is hand. Look at that. It's handcrafted, son.
That boy Deuce put up a picture of this man watch. So man,
that's the whole charm of it.
Suit.
It's the.
That's a photo shoot, bitch. Get to the point. That's a photo shoot. That don't count, dog.
That's
not your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday attire, dog.
Niggas pulling in $521K a month, but we don't know like how much of that is just going towards regular expenses. So in reality, he might only have, and I'm just really assuming, but he might only have like maybe $100,000 or like $80,000 after like his monthly costs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. It's possible, but I ain't got that kind of money.
All right.
Fuck, that's a whole
Nah,
bunch.
This is how I say about it, dog. Cause this how I say about it. Okay, if she makes incredibly lower than he does, and he afforded his lifestyle for her and the family, as long as she got the kids, he's gonna. I don't see nothing wrong with him keeping that lifestyle for them until they're grown. Then she has to kind of defend for her own stuff after that. Because now the thing is, like, I'm only keeping up the upkeep of you in the home because
She's $100K a month for that though. $100K.
Hey,
last year.
That's a lot of money for a baby.
One kid?
Two.
No, there are 2 kids.
Okay, two babies.
Okay.
But hold on. So that doesn't matter. That doesn't
ahead.
matter if what people can make stretch. And what matters is that this is how she was living. This is what the kids are accustomed to, and this is what it is. And the thing is that like you have to keep them at that unless you go broker and like you got to keep it at that kind of level, dog.
I'll counter that with just because he makes 500 stacks a year, a month. What is it? 500,000 a month. Just because he makes 500K a month, don't mean that they live a 500K a month lifestyle. You know what I mean?
That's true.
He could be living. They could be living. The kids in her ass could be used to living a $30,000 a month lifestyle, and the only reason that they're taking 100K is because they know that he makes 500K, even though the lifestyle they have could have been a 30-40K.
I don't think the courts are that simple to where like he makes a little bit extra more, you get a little extra more.
That is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That is the double standard.
That is the exact thing. That's what happened to Mary J. Blige's husband. She was like, "Well, my nigga, I ain't got no money. You got money."
Railroaded his ass.
No, he railroaded her ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga fucking like slice that. But
if he could prove that I'm not giving you $100,000 a lifestyle every freaking month, I feel like that never happens. Of course, always live for the mother, but I feel like that's an inherent error or flaw in that system. They go by your income to determine how much the woman gets.
I think apparently it's not just the women these days. Apparently, it's who makes the more.
That's a minority thing, but yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a progressive thing, but more and more, it's usually the woman. It's usually the man that has to pay the woman. That's like that's the norm.
But the thing is, and we break down systemic reasons of that shit. Like,
I mean, fuck the reason. What happens is usually women get broke off. That's
but that because men that law was set when men was making most of the money and taking care of women when women didn't have jobs.
I understand all of that, but that's not the point.
Like the thing is, it doesn't mean that the law is right, but that was the law set at the time when it was kind of right because women couldn't work.
But that's not the point. Archaic. That's not the point. What I'm saying is, dog, you said that he has to pay her what matches the lifestyle that was set for the woman and the kid.
I didn't get a chance to finish.
Nigga, you okay?
I didn't, because if you check tape, like we said earlier, you saw when I got
You said that whole ride. Go ahead, finish it. I'm still finish it.
Let me finish.
Go! You said go!
I'm about to talk and he's like, go. I'm like, nigga, damn, let me go. Shut the fuck up.
You sound like the chick. Now you say extra shit. You sound like the chick on the bed Baby Daddy video. Nigga gave you every option to go.
Comparing me to Baby
God
Daddy.
damn, nigga gave you every option to go and you just
Oh God.
go.
Okay. Nah, I don't. What like dog? Like the thing is, you're attacking me now with this insult so I can go. When you want to go and you want to get your point across and you like go give me a minute, nigga, give you a minute. So when I say give me a minute,
you not just saying give me a minute, Joe. We done said 5 times just go and you feel played because you ain't get the last word.
No, nigga, I know. I'm not playing for that shit.
Son.
I'm playing.
Then why we still talking about this, dog?
And I get cut off and I'm trying to make my point
Nigga.
again. And you was like, well, go.
Nigga,
And I'm like,
nigga, go.
I say I didn't make
Nigga,
my
go.
point. And you make it a point to be like, oh, dog.
Because you said I didn't go. You said I didn't go and I said go. You said I didn't go. Okay, go. Go. That's fine.
You're missing the whole thing.
No, I'm not missing the whole
Yes,
thing,
you are,
dog. I am not missing the whole thing.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What was gonna be your point?
My point was, I think.
Go. I had this thing. All right. I had this thing. All right. For real. What was your point?
The point is that I was arguing that I think she has that in place. That she has this, Ashley Dwight pinpoint point out of why she needs this money for such and such. Like this money is just not given her just because he makes more, but it's been calculated to where this money goes for each thing and how much things cost. You know what I'm saying? Compared to her job as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's just like because he makes a little extra money, automatically this and the third. I think that she has a case where she's proven points where she needs this extra money. Instead, and I'd rather go that route than the route of where I feel like we're going of like she can stretch lesser because we know what we do what we can do with
That's
lesser.
not
I see
what
what
we're
you're
saying.
saying. I see what you're saying, but
I'm gonna say this on tape. You said a piece of that already. I want you to know that because you said
I know I did, but then I got cut off. That's why I said a piece of it.
But it's still what I'm saying still matters. But go ahead, D.
I was just gonna say, I still think $50K monthly on top of what you're probably already making.
She's a real estate broker.
For you and 2 kids, like, I mean, they got people that make $50K a year, and you're getting that a month. Like, what type of lifestyle are you living with these 2 children?
And on top of that, my nigga, we already know across the board, all that shit don't be mattering. They go to how much the man make.
Yeah.
They don't, what you saying is maybe she got all the, no, dog. They got countless times they go to how much this nigga making, and we're going to aggregate our situation based first off of how much this man is making. If he was making $300,000, she wouldn't necessarily get $100,000. She might get, you know, half of that, whatever, son. But they go from first and foremost. And that's what I'm saying. That is messed up to be able to aggregate just off of what he make instead of specifically proving, dog, this lifestyle situation, dog, because there's no way if you look at how this nigga be, nigga, like, that he's get $500,000 a month, or that he's providing $100,000 a month lifestyle for that family.
Because
that's a lot of money to spend every month. Like,
it is.
That is over
every
$1 million
month.
a year.
Dude, that don't even, but they're only doing it because they know he makes that in a divorce. You have to list that.
Why would she ask for that?
She didn't ask for that. Oh, wait, pause. It's a divorce.
Oh yeah, they coming for the jacket.
But I think that
It's a
I think that when the court's in your hand, you could not want more.
Do some research, son. Everybody know about that. You know.
No, I know about it, but I'm just saying like.
No, my nigga.
You think she's? I'm saying she will.
I don't know what she's doing, but I know that logic goes out the window when it comes down to divorce and money.
Got it right here. She is a real estate broker.
No, I'm not tripping even on what she does.
I'm just bringing it. I'm just putting it out there. And apparently,
it depends. It depends on how successful you are.
She is revealed that she is trilingual. She's apparently trilingual. Speaks Spanish, French, and English. Has curly black hair and a decent height that suits her character. She is a self-made, successful New York real estate broker who began her career at a historically black real estate management company, Webb and Broker in Harlem. She is now one of the most successful brokers in the Brown-Harris Park Slope, according to her bio on her company's website.
Nigga said she's part of Webster
and Cohen.
So as you said, D, she makes a lot of money
already.
Dog, like he said in his original bid when she's trying to get all that money, how come all the money I'm paying for child support?
She was a teacher
because I'm already gonna give you $50K in child support.
Yeah.
And now I gotta also give you $33K in spouse.
No, 50K in spouse support.
Yeah, 50K.
I was giving you 30. You weren't taking that.
Oh yeah, it went up. So
Yeah,
how does the kid need as much as you?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
On top of
I said that earlier.
Your child. You are an icon. Like, you are not just this fucking random nobody. Like, you are a known figure in Harlem. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Nope. Sorry. That's a lot of moolah.
It is real estate broker.
And I'm not even saying I'm necessarily one of those people that say like if people get divorced and the man was like providing and the woman need to get on her feet, that the man shouldn't pay spousal support. I'm not necessarily against spousal support. Right. I'm just saying, man, be real about it. Be reasonable. Be fair. Be reasonable. Just be reasonable. That's my whole thing. Yeah, because I understand if you divorce a millionaire and you get left with nothing and you were with him, you was riding with him, you was his down bottom motherfucker, helping keeping him sane, helping him memorize lines, helping do, you know what I mean?
Like,
you
were there like before you became a 5 years.
I mean, they've been married 5 years. They was probably together before then.
They dated for 5 years.
And then got married?
They dated for more than 5 years, finally tying the knot in an intimate ceremony in Los Angeles on September 1st, 2012.
Dated for 5 years, then got married.
Only family and close friends were among the attendees.
Come on, son.
Soon after this, they welcomed their first daughter,
I mean, I don't
in
even know all that.
2013.
I don't even know
So they had the baby for a year. That does matter.
What?
So they had the baby for a year. They got married in 2012. They dated for 5 or 6 years, or more than 5 years.
No, they dated for years. And what I'm saying
is, then they got married and had the baby a year later. Is when the baby came into play.
But all I'm saying is, my nigga, if the motherfucker been around for years,
that ain't years to me. 5 years, dog, is my girlfriend. Dating? Like dating.
And like, got married.
Like, son, I can see you help me out.
You dated for 5 years, then got married?
I feel like he was on Grey's Anatomy way before 5 years of that fucking relationship.
No, I'm saying, how long were they married?
He only got married in 2013, so we do the math now.
He said, in USA Today, I was a teacher when I met her, so she's been with me through all different facets of my career. Yeah. She stuck with me through thick and thin. And we know each other in and out. So when Jesse's acting career finally started to take off, she happily agreed to move to California with him. They dated for more than 5 years, finally tying the knot and ending the ceremony in 2012. And only family and friends were attended. They welcomed their first daughter the next year in December.
So how much she deserves half, really?
And then 2 years later, they had the next son.
I don't know if you should necessarily get half.
But 100,000 ain't half, so should she get that?
I don't think she should get that.
No, I say she could. I think she should get enough that can give her a really nice lifestyle.
They were married for almost 5 years.
So it's like 10 years she put in with this nigga.
Yeah,
I think she should get $25K for child and $25K for spouse.
Cause it's monthly. Like, you know how much money this is? I'm saying, like, I don't want her to be poor. Yeah. Live your life, man, motherfucker. I want him to break.
What is that child doing a month that deserves 50K, right?
Come on, son. So I want you to get broke off. But when you talking like what you said, 100K a month.
Figures? You want 6 figures a month? That's over the top.
It just feels really over the top, son.
You think she might be burned?
The reason for the divorce was speculated to be infidelity from Jesse. However, this is strongly opposed by Williams as he shut down cheating rumors. Jay-Z's Footnotes video for his 444 track. I was in a relationship for 13 years, not 5 years, not 7 years, 13
years.
Williams said
she
in the video,
deserves something.
All of a sudden, motherfuckers are thinking, are writing think pieces that I somehow threw away a 13-year relationship. Like the most painful experience I've had in my life. Like with a person I've loved with all my heart, that I threw a person and my family in the trash because a girl I work with is cute. That's a direct quote from him from USA Today.
Well, it don't matter, bro. You got that money now. It's
cheaper to keep
It's cheaper to keep. It don't matter what we think should or could have, but no, nigga, it's good. It's gone.
Cheaper to keep.
It's gone.
Up them figures.
And I never cheated. That never happened.
I mean, look,
man, this divorce.
You think it sound like a nigga that cheated? You think I would throw away 13 years behind a bitch?
I was your lover and your secretary.
No.
Working every day of the week.
You got something for everything.
I'm just saying, dog, like, on some real level shit, son, this man was a sexual icon of Grey's Anatomy. Then when he got political, that even upped his status.
True.
Especially and specifically with black women.
And he was light-skinned.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like my dude, his woman was kind of on thin ice to a degree unless he was like the truest of souls, nigga. Like,
which is very rare.
Yeah, that Hollywood lifestyle. I ain't say he cheated, dog, but I'm just saying I'm not surprised that when his shit blew, because I'm sorry, dog, she's not like she's not the best looking when it comes to when it comes to comparing her to all these Hollywood motherfuckers that he probably be around on a regular basis.
Who said Jesse on that? He on a spiritual level, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
I say he on it because he divorced her. Oh, well, that's all I'm saying. That's like, you ain't divorced until you got hot. she was nice and serviceable. She was nice and serviceable when you
She was your spirit animal.
Yeah.
She was your spirit animal.
Your
twin flame.
Then when you cut
Yang tell motherfucking Ying, nigga.
Then when you cut the Suge Knight speech at the BET Awards, he dumped this girl like, no.
He's like, I'm on to bigger and better things.
And she's supposed to like the beautiful soul.
I'm leaving.
But
ladies and gentlemen, that was your Deus of America.
yeah, we don't got time to get some nothing else, man.
Get the fuck up.
Let's get to his hero highlight.
Nigga, I'm a winner, the biggest little nigga, heaven delivered, gonna be remembered forever. A fella fighting for better than living regular, hungry, broke, worshiping cheddar. I'm a nomad nigga, excelling over you settlers. I've had enough of just enough. Rather death and dust than I'm measuring up. I'm ready to bust, the only pipe addicted to pressure, cause I'm no nigga, I don't need no woman. Only power that I'm needing staring at me in the mirror, cause I'm on my me, cause I'm on my me, bitch, cause I'm on my me. Look, you can keep your credit, you can keep your help. Even if God ain't got me, then I got myself. Cause I'm on my me, cause I'm on my me, bitch, cause I'm on my me. Look, every nigga that you know got a dream. And even worse, even more niggas got yours.
So first off, shouts out to Canada. They just made weed legal.
Good for y'all.
October.
They suck.
October is when it's going to
Like yeah, they say 12 weeks.
They about
6
to get so
to
much
12.
tourism.
Oh my God.
Well, Canada's like you.
All
this
of
money that's
Canada.
making?
All of Canada.
What
did.
states border Canada?
All the north ones.
We think, yeah.
We can go to Canada. Like, that's not a super expensive
Canada
trip,
about
I've
to
heard.
pop.
But son, that BC
Drive,
bud,
really.
that BC bud.
The Beasters?
Oh, it's going
man.
down.
Ooh, in the mountains?
All of that just trips me out because living in a spot where we know we got specific states, and even Canada only has specific spots for a while.
They got a whole country.
The entire country.
We about to learn from this.
Dog, they are.
We about to
The
learn
whole
to take from
country?
this, dog.
Trump is not gonna let Canada one up him.
Nope. What? You think of that? We like weed and cocaine legal.
We're not gonna do
Fuck
it,
it.
dog.
For the world.
For the world.
Canada's pulling a huge move, dog. Like, that is huge. Like,
Yep.
major shit.
Yep.
But Trump, he's not gonna be able to
But
match that, dog, because he got too many
man,
people.
Trump is going to the UN with a bag of coke and a bag of weed and drop
They
niggas.
go to the table.
Out. They gonna have the pictures of him walking up. He gonna have both of them in a pound and a
They
kilo.
gonna have a fucking Louis bag with 10 keys in that bitch and a fucking black double bag.
Man, he just gonna have him
with 50
out.
pounds.
He just gonna have him out. Tucked under
They
his armpit.
gonna look at the leader of like Colombia, like, you know, I got this from you. Don't act like just because you're in the UN, I didn't get this from you.
This
I
morning.
love
Jose.
Mexican. That's
Shit.
gonna be the tweet with the picture.
And I stand by
with
that.
with the weed and the cocaine.
And I stand by. It's pretty ironic that he just said that he's looking at making weed legal on a federal level,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then like the next week Canada make it legal. So that lets us know that
It
you
was
already
on
knew.
the table.
yeah.
So you want to be you
You want to at least say it first.
Yeah, you've been petty. You've been
Well,
petty.
they stole that idea from me.
I ain't gonna get my hopes up though, dog. But if he did do it, I
always tell that
give
nigga,
him a
dog,
point.
make
I'll
weed
give him a
legal,
point.
left you and my niggas out.
Because still in the negative.
But he go his shit though.
Yeah, like he's in the negative.
But he go his shit though, even though it still won't make him cool.
He ain't never get out the negative. though.
No.
No.
What I'm saying is, he said on a federal level, meaning it's still gonna be state to state to whether they gonna make it legal, right?
No, what's the federal level? That runs over everything.
It just does, right?
Because that's the problem with state as now, state versus fed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's usually the states make it legal and the feds shut it down.
So
And
if
what
the
I'm
fed
saying
say it
is,
is, then it's good to go.
so a state couldn't be
Nope.
like, nope, we don't want
Nope.
this shit.
Nope, that's not how it works.
It's
Fed,
at
it's
the-
not fed versus state,
at
it's
the
state versus
federal
fed.
level. Like that's the whole thing. Like, it's legal in different ways and in different areas, but the feds can always come and get it.
Shut that shit down
You know what I'm
anytime.
saying?
Yeah, I know, I understand that. I
So if
understand
the
that.
feds
But
say
there's-
it's legal, then
There's illegal. There's nobody like it's
Until the feds
But
shut it
honestly,
down
I think
in
they
certain states.
I think
No,
they still
no,
might
like
leave
they
it
say
up
it's
to the
legal
states.
across
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's impossible for Trump to keep piece of his base to be like,
Aight.
well, we're not
Here's the
gonna
thing.
come for you, but if you and your county decides you don't want that shit, y'all vote.
I don't.
Ah.
No. I don't think the states can make it a crime because it's legal on the federal level. They
Right.
just get to dictate how they treat it legally. So like they can choose to either just not have it in the state or
like how to do alcohol in certain places, like
yeah,
you know,
like they can have like dry counties and shit like that.
Dry county Sundays and
But
shit.
they can't make it a crime statewide though.
Okay.
Hey y'all, we want y'all to make lead legal.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! up. Because I was like, why is he messing these words? I was like,
stupid ass.
Somebody sent me a message about that and said that was funny.
We can leave Weagle.
No, so high on that podcast.
Shouts out LeBron James, man. He donated $41 million to send 1,100 kids to college.
Oh, because LeBron James is the GOAT in real life of everything.
Damn.
Which makes me stand by, if you hate on LeBron as a person, you was a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, hey,
no, he a god of all time.
You hear me?
41 million?
41 million
That's
1,100 kids.
That's shoe money.
That's putting your money where your mouth is legitimately, bro.
41 million, dog. He do this every year.
That's a lot.
It's not like, dog, and like, son, that's not even, he's the only one. We hear about the 41, but wait till the other one come out next month. By the 21, he just said kids he done saved from Africa.
Come home to the
like,
LeBron.
Like LeBron's a superhero, son, a real life superhero, son.
Over 1,000 kids?
One of the few niggas like that hourly that was like head of the game, spoke hourly against racist shit that was going on in the league as well as going on in the city and the world. Always speaking about the uprighteous shit, dog. He's a superhero. He is
you can start giving him that now.
LeBron James, we will cut everybody on the Pelicans if you come to New Orleans. They could just be you versus everybody else. 1-on-5. Just come to New Orleans. You tired of being treated like a coon out in Cleveland with your GMs and shit dancing on
not
come to New Orleans.
Referees not calling timeouts. Players running in the wrong direction.
Fucking fans burning your jerseys.
Come to New Orleans.
Come to New Orleans.
We got a blunt dagger for you.
And they'll show you their tits.
For free.
Shouts out to this heroic fireman who was waiting by a woman and caught her as she was trying to commit suicide.
Man, fuck a road. This nigga is like,
what kind of elbows you got?
Right.
His name is Tomas Janssens. Wait, okay, pop up.
This nigga need to be in the league
Yep,
somewhere.
Tomas John Sims. The fireman said he'd arrived at the property to reports of a woman sat on a window ledge on the 4th floor. And when
Did they catch the fucking
He caught her. He caught her.
Did y'all see that
Somebody needs to get that.
Yeah, Jan said this computer's doing everything wrong right now. But dramatic moment, yep, they got this shit.
Oh, I have to see this.
I mean, we ain't gonna get it from the good angle. We gonna just more likely get it
I
wrong.
need to get something.
But dog, that's major, son.
That's extreme, dog. Like, you a gladiator.
He could probably get sued for this. I'm just playing, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, boy.
If she was like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted to die.
So
No, I wanted to die.
okay.
You stopped me from dying. I'm suing you.
White privilege. Black man trying to save you.
My suicide.
You ruined my suicide. It's my choice.
You ruined my life? Question mark. That's the headline.
Nah, they just caught him they just got him cat pulling her in.
Okay.
But yeah, man, still pretty
that's
fucking heroic.
amazing.
Yeah, son.
Shouts to you,
Nigga
Tom.
caught you leaping.
From 4 stories up?
Come on,
I'm
son.
done.
From your
I can't. I'm calling for help while you're in the air. I can't do it.
Somebody get the trampoline out here. The one they use.
Yo,
Right.
hey, she got somebody. Get the balloon. I'm probably gonna have to move.
I'm gonna go inside.
I'm feeling good today. I'm gonna catch this motherfucker.
No, I'm
Rolls
not
up
about to
sleeves.
even play with your life.
Shouts out to Atlanta who doubled their arts funding. Keisha Bottoms, man, your maiden name is Keisha, bro. Like
Keisha Bottoms, baby.
Come on,
You gonna
baby.
get to the bottom
You are
of
super
it.
smart and super fine.
And there's these people we be coming down on cops pretty hard, but shouts out to these cops.
Fuck these niggas.
In this specific town, in this specific county.
In this specific.
Yeah, because I was saying, I'll be
this
very
anomaly.
specific, dog. We be going through a lot of shit with these fuckers, dog.
This singularity in the galaxy that just popped up.
Come on, see, like even the internet don't want to believe it, bro. They don't want to pull up the story. 46 of 47 arrested in low-level marijuana stings were black. So Minneapolis police put an end to the operations.
Whoa.
Nigga, Minneapolis police will no longer conduct sting operations targeting small-scale marijuana sellers after a gaping racial disparity was uncovered in the practice. Basically, they realized that everyone being arrested was black. As in literally 46 out of 47 people arrested this year in these things have been black. And they actually decided to do something about it. According to the Star Tribune, in a series of announcements, law enforcement officials made it clear that the targeting of low-level sales will end. To add icing to the cake, the charges against all 47 people arrested in the first 5 months of 2018 will be dismissed.
Real.
The 180 came about after Hennepin County's chief public defender contacted Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. It's Frey or Fry? It's Frey. And complained about what appeared to be blatant racial profiling. Frey took it up with Police Chief Madario Arredondo, ordering that the stings be stopped. I believe strongly that marijuana should be a lowest level enforcement priority and that should be fully legalized at the state level. The fact that racial disparities are so common nationwide and the enforcement of marijuana laws is one of the reasons I support full legislation. I just think these niggas some real niggas for this shit.
Yeah,
no, they are. They definitely are.
It sounds like they're about to legalize if they haven't done it already.
I mean,
well, at least if anything, though, we ain't about to waste our time on small level fucking weed dealers who obviously y'all just talking to black folks for to pick up numbers and shit. We gotta put our money to real use and taxpayers' dollars to real crime.
To real crime, to real shit, bro. Especially since it's small scale and ain't even hurt nobody.
So while you was reading that, man, we was looking. He actually did catch her from the fucking floor.
He caught the piss out of
It's crazy. It's bananas, actually.
Well, that's what's up, dog. He's Superman.
Like,
but,
dog, like he really was like about to fall himself.
Right, like he caught.
He
was in the. I thought he was like on the ground. He was. I
thought it was gonna be like some fugazi shit. Really.
I mean, I ain't trying to watch it right now because we trying to, keep it moving. Okay. But let's just. The last thing I just want to shout out is Jay-Z, Will Smith, and Kevin Durant started a life insurance company together.
I'm all for it, all here for it. I don't think Will Smith can do any wrong. Kevin Durant signed with Jay-Z.
It's called Ethos. And I'm with you, Joe. I just love the fact that these game players, one, as bosses, like, that's some boss shit. That's some boss shit, y'all. Y'all getting money all around.
I would fuck with it.
Secondly, I like the standard that sets to show black people that this is something that we should have an eye on. Because a lot of black people be dying and not having their affairs in order.
True. Like they put him in their life insurance.
Come on.
They could have opened up another studio.
So I'm glad that, it's because a lot of times they talk about entertainers using their influence for the wrong reasons. So I'm proud of these black men coming together to be like, no, let's shed light on this shit. If we could use our influence and our cool for something, let's do it for this.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
But I'm always hit on Kevin Durant, so go get a haircut. So
you need to put life insurance on your hair.
Right. All this money, you can't go to the barber. You give niggas life insurance to live, but you can't get a brush.
So we're gonna let Kevin Durant live, and we about to get up out here, man. That was episode 55, side B.
This is wild.
Yeah, man, definitely, son. But we got it going. So what I want to say. Oh, and by the way, this is the 2-year anniversary.
Really?
Yay.
Word.
We've been arguing for 2 years. 2
years strong, going back and forth.
This is the second time someone else had to alert me of this.
For real?
About 1 year anniversary was the Arrogant Observer. Shouts out to Arrogant Observer.
Was.
And this year it was DC Paul.
Wow, out of all people.
I was tagged in something, a shout out, like shouts out to Flower because he had, I guess,
for Nico Hates podcast.
Yeah, we can say he hates them because he has one, but he's not an avid listener of podcasts. And I guess it must have popped up in his memories. And and I was like, wow, because I'd never be keeping up with the year. So, man, it was cool that the actual, and I'm proud of this, our birthday is on Juneteenth.
That's dope. That's dope.
Because we subconsciously did it on purpose.
You hear me? Come on. Let's go.
More freedom, bitch.
All day. That's what we do this for. So send all your commentary, all your advice. If you want to tell us, man, send that to FLYWITHBATS. Oh! I'm sorry. I got some mail.
We have mail?
I'm sorry. We want you to be part of the conversation, and we want you to send all your information to flywithbats@gmail.com so you can be part of the conversation. You hear me? So, we got one who sent it to us. Shout out to my nigga Peanut, Derek Washington. And this one is to Joe.
What?
So,
I got one to me?
What's good, fellas? It's always love when I listen to you guys chew the fat on relevant issues. But today, I want to talk about LeBron. Here you go.
Fuck.
Here you go.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's for Joe's Sports Corner. What are you saying?
LeBron, best bet to dethrone the Warriors in Houston with Harden and Paul. I agree. There are issues there, though, because Clint Capella and Trevor Ariza are both unrestricted free agents starting July 1st. Yes, that's true. And LeBron and CP3 are eligible for Supermax contracts in 5 years, which does play a part because niggas don't want to split their money between LeBron and CP3, who's also a superstar, a $200 million plus cap. Okay, for the Supermax contracts, $200 million plus.
I have no idea what a Supermax contract.
I don't know any of what the fuck he's talking about.
All Chinese.
So when Peanut sent his email, I said I didn't even read it because I'm like, Peanut, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but this is for Joe's Sports Corner, so back to you, Joe.
Capella in the middle was a big reason the Warriors struggled against them. Right, Capella put in that work. That young boy did it because the Warriors don't have a real interior presence like they did when Andrew Bogut was there. They're right; they don't really have a big man inside. They really just got a bunch of shooters and nobody really to guard the paint. Now let's talk about Los Angeles. I heard this come about. My partner Rodney Graham talk about there's some talks of him coming to Los Angeles. I don't really see it though. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. That's not what the email saying. The letter saying aside from LeBron, CP3 and Capella, Paul George and DeMarcus Cousins are free agents, and Kawhi Leonard wants out of San Antonio. He's under contract though through the next season and has expressed interest in playing for purple and gold since he's been in the LA area. That's interesting. The Lakers front office, led by Magic Johnson, are in a unique position in that they have enough cap space to offer 2 supermax contracts and have a valuable piece, Kyle Kuzma, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, and last second overall pick Lonzo Ball, to put together an intriguing trade package for another big name player. Fuck up, y'all. Oklahoma City has already said they're going to open up the checkbook for Paul George as he did in Houston for CP3. Wow, they going to have Paul George? It would be interesting to see LA who LA would end up with. I personally don't think that LeBron even wants to go there too much. He wants to go to the much tougher and more talented Western Conference, because a lot of people say the Western is more stacked with a lot of great teams than the Eastern Conference is, and they say that's why LeBron has the easiest time busting through the Eastern Conference. I'm talking to people that don't give a fuck.
I've heard that before.
But yeah, because like so, they say he's not gonna leave.
He's so dumb.
Because in the East, he's damn near guaranteed a trip to the finals. In the East, year after year. A lot of people say that. Kind of factually can be proven. Even if the stars align and the Lakers were able to land CP3, Kawhi, Paul George, and LeBron, the Red, no such guarantee they'll be able to nest Golden State. It'll be interesting to see what happens July 1st when free agency officially begins for NBA. Look forward to hearing for your responses. Always love, fellas. Well, brother, we running out of time. I wish I could tell you a little bit about the draft. I'll say that for
run it to him.
I know, because that's a whole other thing, though. That draft was at least a couple of hours long, and each player had like 5 to 10 minutes apiece.
I mean, we ain't gonna sit and listen to you running like 25 minutes, but I want you to answer some of
I'll
his
say a few
emails.
things, though. From the draft, there are a lot of pieces being held, and the Lakers are looking like a strong hitter. And if LeBron does go to the West, with CP3 and George, you still got to go against a bunch of shooters. But that doesn't mean that you can't. What you got to do is you're gonna have to overly dominate the paint and take over that rim rather than letting the shooters stay outside. Like, you have to really bank on them taking so many shots outside and cancel none of their shots inside, and you take all the shots inside.
I agree with that.
Me too.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Everything you just said.
Thank you.
100%. That's facts. Big facts.
But 80% of it was
That's fucked up.
Chinese chicken.
So I'm going to just say this. Thank you for emailing us, Peanut. As always, we love you, man. And nigga, you gotta throw in like something about Black Panther or something about what you like, Mastermind. You gotta throw something about something we like too. Shit, games.
Now fuck it, was for me. And I think LeBron should go to Houston if you think. I want him to come to the Pelicans, but he should go to Houston.
He should come to the Pelicans.
So once again, dog, like we don't discriminate, man. Like, come be part of the conversation, dog. Send whatever.
I ain't never heard them niggas get so quiet and just listen like
I
a learning thing.
I wonder how many.
It was really interesting though. Honestly,
I wonder how many.
Anything about it.
How many sports fans we got that listen? Like, I'm very curious. Like, hey, sports fans.
Shout out to the Saints. We're going to the Super Bowl in Atlanta this season.
I mean, I'm supporting the Saints, but like, I completely with the fuck NFL shit, and it's easy for me because I really only watch the Saints. So that just means I'm gonna watch.
Fuck the NFL, but go Saints.
Go Saints. I'm always ride for my New Orleans team. Go Saints.
NFL stands for niggas for life. All right,
niggas for life. Niggas for life.
We own you niggas for life.
So this is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it out or you won't find me. And we out here for 55B, you dig? 2-year anniversary and such.
Yeah, man, and you already know this be your boy D the Mac, and you can catch me on Instagram. That's FrenchBread.kid, and make sure you check out my freaking fresh line of apparel. That's you dig. On Instagram, that's at YADIG with dots in between, because it's an acronym. And back to the dark dungeon I go.
And Posse Wine, this your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me at 2 Madre, motherfucker. How about it? But on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines, Instagram Alexander the 83, and on Twitter Pastor Mike Pines. It's still alive. It ain't breathing. It's in a coma or some shit.
That's your cat. The Twitter is your cat.
Right,
like the cat is juggling his balls like
it's on iron lung right now.
And my Twitter is not.
You gotta use that bitch. That bitch popping.
Twitter never stopped popping. That's what's funny.
It's getting more popping.
Deuce was telling me about Twitter, how it's basically the underworld of social media.
It is. It's not even just the underworld. They get everything first. Like all the cool kids on Twitter, all the celebrities on Twitter. Like I said, they be shit. Like I'll be on Twitter, like because I don't post a lot, but I still get on there sometimes. News that they talking about, Facebook get like 2 days later a lot of time. It's trippy.
They be on it.
Because it spreads really quicker. That's the thing about Twitter is that if I see you post a video or something and you like it, I could just share it with my whole timeline with a button. Like one, but with Instagram, I would have to take the video, copy it, download the app.
I don't know how they don't streamline that.
Then I could just bloop, 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 bloop. So that happens really quick. Like 300,000 people could share it with the click of a button, like boom, retweet.
And on top of all that, man, Facebook play games with you with that algorithm shit. Like your timeline and your world on Facebook is to a degree gets constructed. Like you know what I mean? If you check, they mainly let you see the people who walls you check and see the articles and shit you're interested in, and you kind of in an echo chamber sometimes unless you break out of it because they box you in. Twitter is still like nigga talking shit, whatever it is, and you know you got to find what you want to be on. So you know it's just hard for me to get back into the work. I used to be on the bitch hard, but it's like, but now
I was on it a little bit.
I remember that.
I think I was using it wrong.
I mean, when Twitter first came out, and I was kind of getting off of social media, but then I got back on it. And then it was
got on because of that. I heard about they had the hashtag. This is what a trending topic is what it was back then. As a shout out to the Twitter veterans, it was called Twitter After Dark.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "You ever heard that? You ever seen this Twitter After Dark shit? Look what this chick put." And it was like, I like the swallow. I was like, what's this app? I'm about to get this. Let me see what this is. Twitter After Dark. I'm about to hop on. And since then, they've been knowing that they was doing that for a while, and I never hopped off. And then it just evolved and elevated into this
universe.
Mega universe. So many ways. But tell them what
you
to
can
find
you. You can find me on that bitch at DeuceThePoet, DEU before the E. Make sure you put the E before the U. You know what I'm saying? Or To Madre, you heard me? The real To Madre, you know what I'm saying?
The real Yo-Mo. That's what the real Yo-Mo.
The real Yo-Mo.
I've been cutting up on that bitch. You can follow me. That's Deuce the Poet, and that on Instagram. That's Deuce the Truth with a DA, E before you. It's the boy Deuce the Poet, Deuce the Truth, Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo, and the 504. You already know To Madre, 3 the hardway.
If y'all didn't know he a poet, y'all. Just in case y'all ain't.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
The truth and the poet.
And yeah, man, y'all been riding. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next time, man.
Happy podcast anniversary.
2 years old.
Hand on my pouch, just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. Kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on the cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The Tifo was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your issue any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I order, try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, but that in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing never changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who make the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter. Learn from the dumb, been in my own lane. Just never had my own drums. Used to rap about clapping, they never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience. I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulating for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got ulterior plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies and jicks whoever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat. But life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.